Hey B, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good. How about you?
Can't complain. Hey, so I've been thinking a lot about how we can really make this social media platform fun and user-friendly. Got any ideas?
Yeah, I've been brainstorming some ideas, actually. I was thinking we could incorporate some gamification elements to make it more engaging for users.
That's a great idea. How do you envision that working?
Well, maybe we could have users earn points for certain actions like posting, commenting, or sharing, and then they could redeem those points for prizes or more features on the platform.
Love it. That would definitely keep users coming back. But what about the design? Any thoughts on that?
Yes, we should focus on simplicity and clarity. We need to make it very easy for users to navigate and find what they're looking for.
Yes, we definitely don't want to overwhelm them with too many features and buttons.
Right, and we also need to make sure it's visually appealing. We could use bright colors and include some interesting animations or illustrations to really make it stand out.
Totally agree. Do you have any favorite design trends lately?
Well, I'm really into using bold typography and interesting layouts. And I think we could play around with different shapes and textures to add some depth to the design.
Sounds awesome. Would you be able to show me some examples?
Sure, let me pull up some design mood boards I've been working on.
Oh, I definitely like the look of these. Let's plan to incorporate these elements into our design.
Great, I'm glad you like them. And we should also make sure to test the platform with some users throughout the development process to make sure we're on the right track.
Yes, user testing is key. How would you suggest we recruit users?
We could reach out to our own personal networks or offer incentives for people to participate.
Perfect. It's really all about making sure we're meeting the needs and desires of our users. Thanks for all the great ideas, B.
No problem, this is going to be so much fun.
Hey there, B. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks for asking. How about you, A?
I'm doing well too. Listen, I was thinking about the website we're designing for the company.
Yeah, what's up?
I was wondering if we could make it more modern and sleek looking. What do you think?
I totally agree with you. I was actually thinking the same. Maybe we can use some cool color schemes and typography to make it stand out.
Great idea. And we can add some animations to give it a more interactive vibe.
I like your thinking. And we can also make sure that the design is mobile friendly, since a lot of people use their phones to access the internet nowadays.
Definitely. And speaking of mobiles, what do you think about making the website responsive too?
That's an amazing idea as well. We can create a version of the website that adapts to different screen sizes, making the user experience even better.
Perfect. We're gonna make one awesome website for sure.
Yeah, can't wait for people to see it and say, wow, this is amazing.
Haha, that's the spirit, B. Let's get to work then. Good morning, B. What brings you in today?
Hi, A. I'm looking to renovate my office space and I was hoping you could help me out.
Of course. What kind of design are you interested in?
I'm not sure. I just want something that's modern and trendy.
Alright, let's see what we can do. Have you thought about any color schemes?
Not really. I was going to leave that up to you. I trust your vision.
Great. How about we incorporate some pops of color, like a bright blue or green?
I'm not sure about green. I think I prefer something more neutral, like gray or beige.
Okay, we can definitely do that. How about we add the pops of color through some artwork or decorative pieces?
That sounds good to me. What about furniture?
Well, we'll need a desk and some chairs, of course. How about we get a modern desk with clean lines?
Yes, that sounds perfect.
And for the chairs, let's go for something comfortable and stylish.
Agreed. Oh, and I almost forgot, I need a bookshelf as well.
No problem. How about we get one with adjustable shelves so you can customize it to your needs?
That's a great idea. Thank you so much for your help, A.
My pleasure, B. I think this will be a great space for you. Hi there. I heard we're developing a new blockchain application?
Yes, that's correct. We're aiming to create a secure and trustworthy platform for our clients.
Sounds exciting. What's our plan?
Well, we need to determine the requirements and functionalities of the system first.
Right, and we need to make sure the system is scalable and not prone to hacking.
Absolutely. That's why we'll implement encryption and distributed storage.
And what about the user interface? We want to make it easy for everyone to use.
Good point. We'll have to consult with our UX team to create a user-friendly interface.
Speaking of users, what kind of user base are we targeting?
We're looking to attract users who value security and transparency, especially in the financial industry.
Makes sense. And what programming languages and frameworks are we using?
We'll use Solidity for smart contracts and Ethereum for the blockchain platform. And for the front end, we'll use React.
Great. I love working with React. How long do we anticipate development will take?
It's hard to say, but we're hoping to have a minimum viable product in 3 months.
That's ambitious, but I think we can do it. Finally, I bet QA will be crucial in ensuring the product is up to par.
Absolutely. We'll need to thoroughly test the system before releasing it to the public.
Well, I'm excited to get started on this project. Let's make the blockchain world a better place.
Absolutely. Let's build a system we can be proud of.
Hey, B. How's it going?
Not bad, thanks for asking. I've been working on some projects related to energy optimization.
That sounds interesting. I'm a data scientist, and I also work with energy companies to help them make better decisions.
Cool. It's always good to have data to back up decisions. As an AI engineer, I specialize in implementing machine learning algorithms that optimize energy consumption.
That's really helpful. It's amazing how technology can help us save energy and reduce costs.
Absolutely. We can use AI to analyze data from sensors and predict when certain equipment will need maintenance or replacements.
That's really innovative. We can also use machine learning to predict energy usage patterns and adjust accordingly, right?
Yes, definitely. With AI, we can forecast energy demand and allocate resources efficiently. Plus, we can optimize energy storage and distribution to reduce waste.
Wow, I'm impressed. It's great to see how cutting-edge technology can help us save the planet.
Absolutely, and it's also cost-efficient, which benefits everyone. It's a win-win situation.
I couldn't agree more. Keep up the great work, B.
Thanks, A. You too. Let's keep using our skills to make the world a better place.
Hi there. My name is A, and I'm a food blogger. Nice to meet you.
Hi, A. My name is B, and I'm a photographer. Pleasure to meet you as well.
Wow, this food market looks amazing. Have you explored it before?
No, but I'm excited to take some great shots while we try out some local delicacies.
Sounds like a plan to me. I've heard the paella here is a must-try. Have you ever had it?
Yes, I love paella. The colors and textures are always so photogenic too.
Speaking of colors, the fruit stands here are so vibrant. Let's grab some fresh, colorful fruit to snack on while we walk around.
Good idea. Oh, and look over there, they have churros white chocolate. That's another classic Spanish treat we can't miss.
Yum, my mouth is already watering. And it looks like they have some great seafood here too. I love capturing the twinkling of fresh seafood in photos.
Absolutely. Especially the octopus and squid.
What else do you think we should try? How about some local che? Good morning, I'm a fisherman from this village. How can I help you?
Hi there, I'm B, a tourism manager. I would like to talk to you about promoting your village's tourism.
That sounds great. Our village has beautiful beaches and delicious seafood. What ideas do you have?
Well, we could organize boat trips where tourists can go fishing with you and then have a barbecue with the catch of the day.
That's a great idea. I can show them how we catch fish using traditional methods too.
Perfect. And we can also promote your village as a great spot for people who love water sports like kayaking and windsurfing.
Yes, our beaches are perfect for that. We can provide the equipment and the necessary assistance.
Wonderful. Do you have any festivals or events in your village throughout the year?
Yes, we have a traditional fishing festival every summer. It's a great opportunity to showcase our local customs and delicious seafood.
That sounds like a lot of fun. We could advertise that and attract even more tourists.
Great idea. We could also offer cooking classes where tourists can learn how to make traditional dishes with our fresh seafood.
Yes, we can include that in our packages. And what about souvenirs? Do you have any local products we could sell?
We have handmade nets, hooks, and other fishing tools. We can also make some beautiful crafts with seashells.
Perfect, we can set up a shop and sell those items. You have a unique local culture that should be promoted.
Thank you. I think this is a fantastic way to boost our local economy and share our traditions.
Absolutely. Let's work together and make your village a must-see destination for tourists.
Good morning, B. How are you feeling today?
Good morning, A. I'm feeling great, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm doing well too. So, how was your weekend?
It was really nice. I went hiking with some friends and spent some time doing some coding projects. What about you?
It was good. I caught up with some family and did some cleaning around the house.
Sounds like a productive weekend. So, what are your plans for this week?
Well, we have a lot of tasks to complete for our project. I'm hoping to make some good progress and keep us on schedule. How about you?
Same here. I'm looking forward to working on some new design concepts and collaborating with the team.
Speaking of collaboration, I was thinking that we could brainstorm some ideas together this week.
That's a great idea. I'm always up for some creative brainstorming.
Wonderful. Let's plan to schedule some time for that this week. Do you have any issues or concerns you'd like to bring up in today's meeting?
Actually, yes. I've been having some trouble with one of the design software we're using. I haven't been able to figure out a particular feature.
Okay, let's talk about that after the meeting and see if we can find a solution. Anything else?
No, that's it for me.
Alright then, let's get back to work and make some progress on our tasks. Thanks for sharing, B.
No problem, A. Let's make it a productive day.
Good morning, Manager B. How's your day going so far?
Good morning, Chef A. It's been a busy morning with all the customers coming in for breakfast.
Sounds like the perfect time for some fluffy pancakes and crispy bacon, don't you think?
Absolutely. And don't forget the Texas-sized waffles and biscuits and gravy.
Of course not. Our customers won't leave here hungry. So, what's on the menu for the lunch rush today?
We have a special today, barbecue brisket with a side of mac and cheese and cornbread.
Now, that sounds like a perfect Southern meal. Can I try it for lunch today?
You're the chef, of course, you can try it. And tell me how it tastes.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10. The brisket is cooked to perfection and the mac and cheese is deliciously cheesy.
I knew I could count on you to give the dish its due credit.
That's what I'm here for. So, what's new in the management world?
Well, we're planning to have a live band next month to add some entertainment during dinner time.
That's a great idea. I'm sure it will draw in more customers and make the dining experience even more enjoyable.
That's the plan, and with your expertise in the kitchen, our customers will not leave disappointed.
Thank you, Manager B. It's always a pleasure working with you here in our little oasis in the heart of Austin.
The pleasure is mutual, Chef A. Let's continue to make this place the best self-service restaurant in town.
Hey Coach, what's our workout for today?
Hello, A. Today we'll focus on some agility drills and sprint workouts on the beach.
That sounds exciting. I've been looking forward to this.
Great to hear. Let's start with some warm-up stretches first.
Sure thing. How long do we warm up for?
We usually do about 10 to 15 minutes of stretching before getting into the main workout.
Got it. Let's do this.
Okay, now let's start with some ladder drills to work on your footwork.
These drills always make me feel like a kid again.
Laughing, yeah, it's a fun way to improve your agility.
Definitely, I can feel the burn already.
Now for the sprint drills, I'm going to time you to see how fast you can run 100 meters.
Alright, I'm ready. Taking a deep breath, let's go.
Cheering, you did it, A. You beat your last record by a few seconds.
Breathing heavily, thanks, Coach. Your training plan is really helping me improve.
Happy to help. Keep up the good work, A.
I will, Coach. Same time next week?
Absolutely. See you then, A.
Hey, have you heard about ISO 27001 audit?
Yes. I've heard it's like a security checklist for companies.
That's right. It's a standard that ensures companies are handling sensitive information securely.
Sounds intense. Have you been through one?
Actually, I have. It was a lot of work, but definitely worth it.
What kind of work did you have to do?
We had to document all our security policies, procedures, and controls.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, it was. But it also made us realize where we were lacking in our security measures.
So, did you pass the audit?
Yes, we did.
Congrats. Do you have any tips for me? Our company will be going through it next month.
Definitely. I recommend starting with a gap analysis to see where you need to improve. And make sure you involve everyone in the process, not just the IT department.
Okay, that's good to know. What about training? Did you do any training for your employees?
Yes, we did. We made sure that everyone understood the importance of security and how to handle sensitive information.
Got it. That makes sense. Do you think it's worth it to get certified?
Absolutely. It's a great way to show customers and partners that you take security seriously.
Okay, I'll definitely talk to my boss about it. Thanks for all the tips.
No problem. Good luck with your audit. And let me know if you need any more help. Hey there, B. How's it going?
Pretty good, A. How about you?
I'm doing good. I was just thinking, with all the players we have on our team, I wonder how we can use data to improve their performance.
That's a great idea. We could start by analyzing their performance from the past season and see where they could use some improvement.
Definitely. We could also take a look at the performance of the other teams in the league and compare it to our own team.
Good point. That would help us identify areas that we need to focus on.
And maybe we could also take into account external factors like the weather conditions and how it affects the player's performance.
Yes, that's a good idea. We could gather data about the climate like temperature, humidity, and wind speed, and see how it affects the team's overall performance.
Another thing we could do is to gather data about the player's physical state like their overall health, their diets, and their workouts.
Right. We could see if there's any correlation between their health and their performance on the field.
Also, we could use data to create an optimal playing strategy that takes into account the strengths and weaknesses of the players.
Absolutely. We could use machine learning algorithms to find the best winning strategies based on player performance data.
This is really exciting, B. I can't wait to see the results of our data analysis and how it can improve our team's performance.
Me too, A. It's going to be interesting to see how we can use data to give our team an edge in the league.
We might just win the championship this year with our data-driven approach.
Let's hope so, A. Let's work hard and make sure our data analysis goes smoothly.
Agreed. I'm looking forward to it.
So am I. Let's make it happen.
What a beautiful day to capture some of the park's natural scenery.
I couldn't agree more. The vibrant colors of the leaves and flowers make for a great subject.
Absolutely. I'm thinking of taking some panoramic shots of the tree-lined paths.
That would be amazing. I'm more of an illustrator myself, so I might draw some of the smaller details like the butterflies and insects.
Yeah, and the duck swimming in the pond. They're so cute.
I love drawing animals. I might even attempt to draw some of the dragonflies hovering over the water.
Wow, that would be impressive. I'm curious, how do you choose what to illustrate?
For me, it's all about capturing the essence of the scene. I want to capture what makes it unique and convey that through my illustrations.
That's a great approach. For me, it's about capturing the right lighting and composition. Nature provides so many opportunities for creative expression.
Definitely. Speaking of nature, have you tried using natural elements in your photography?
Yes, sometimes I use the leaves and branches to create interesting shadow patterns on my subject.
I love incorporating natural textures in my illustrations, like the patterns on a leaf or a blade of grass.
That's so cool. I haven't tried that before. I'll have to experiment with more creative ideas like that.
There's no limit to the ways you can capture and illustrate the beauty of nature. That's the best thing about it.
I totally agree. With our different approaches, we can really capture the park's natural beauty and inspire others to appreciate it as well.
Absolutely. It's all about sharing our love of art and nature with the world.
Hello, B. It's great to see you here in my office. What brings you in today?
Hi, A. I'm here because I need your legal expertise. I'm having some issues with my business and I'm not sure what to do.
Well, you've come to the right place. Let's sit down and go over what's been going on. Would you like some coffee or tea to start?
Coffee would be great, thanks. So, A, I heard you're a pretty famous lawyer. Is that true?
Laughs, I don't know about famous, but I do my best to provide quality legal services. Now, let's discuss your situation. What exactly is the problem you're facing?
It's a dispute with one of my suppliers. They claim I haven't been paying them on time, but I have kept my end of the bargain. I'm afraid they'll take legal action against me.
I see. Let's take a look at your contract with them and see what we can do. In the meantime, have you thought about sending them a fruit basket or something? Maybe that'll sweeten things up.
Laughs, I haven't thought about that. Maybe I should try it. But seriously, what's your advice on how to handle this?
Well, first things first, we need to review your contract and see what your obligations are. Then we can negotiate with your supplier and try to find a resolution that suits everyone.
All right, sounds good to me. By the way, have you ever lost a case before?
Smiles, of course, I'm only human. But I do my best to provide quality legal representation to all my clients. Let's focus on your case for now though.
Nodding, all right, let's do that. Thank you for your help, A.
Anytime, B. That's what I'm here for. Let me know if you need anything else. Good morning, Mr. Software Engineer. How can I assist you today?
Good morning, Ms. Lawyer. I'm here to discuss patent protection and intellectual property rights for my company's software.
Ah, I see. Well, let's start with the basics. Do you know the difference between a patent and a copyright?
Yes, a patent protects an invention while a copyright protects original creative works like music and literature.
Right you are. And do you know how long a patent lasts?
I think it's around 20 years from the date of filing.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that a patent gives the owner the exclusive right to manufacture and sell the invention.
Yeah, that's what we're after. We don't want our competitors copying our software.
Of course not. We'll need to conduct a thorough patent search to ensure that your software is eligible for protection.
What about trademarks? Do we need those too?
Trademarks are important for company logos and brand names. They help distinguish your company from others in the market.
Sounds like a lot to keep track of.
It can be, but that's why we're here to help guide you through the process. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, that covers everything for now. Thank you for your help.
It was my pleasure. Don't hesitate to contact me if you need any further assistance. Have a great day. Hey B, how's it going? Did you have a good weekend?
It was nice, thanks. I actually spent some time looking at our website's traffic and conversion rates.
Oh really? What did you find?
Well, it looks like we're getting a good amount of traffic, but our conversion rates could use some improvement.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Do you have any suggestions on how we can optimize it?
Definitely. I think we need to focus on creating more engaging and relevant content for our target audience.
That's a good point. But how do we know what our target audience wants to see?
We can use tools like Google Analytics to track user behavior and survey our customers to get their feedback.
Right, that makes sense. Have you looked into any other strategies that could help boost our conversion rates?
Yes, I think implementing a clear and easy-to-use navigation menu can also improve our user experience and help users find what they're looking for faster.
That's a great idea. And what about incorporating customer testimonials or social proof on our website?
Yes, that's another strategy that can help build trust and credibility with potential customers.
I like that. And what about optimizing our website for mobile users?
Yes, that's crucial nowadays. More and more people are accessing websites via mobile devices, so we need to ensure that our website is responsive and mobile-friendly.
Ah, I see. And what about implementing A/B testing to see which strategies work best for us?
Yes, A/B testing can help us determine which changes are actually making a difference in our conversion rates.
That's a great suggestion. Do you have any other tips that we could implement to optimize our website?
One thing to consider is optimizing our website's loading speed. Users tend to bounce if a page takes too long to load.
That's true. So, how do we go about optimizing our loading speed?
We can compress our images, minify our code, and use a content delivery network to reduce loading time.
I see. Thanks for all of these suggestions, B. I think we have a solid plan to improve our website's traffic and conversion rates.
No problem, A. I'm excited to see the positive changes that we can make.
Hey there. As a cloud operations engineer, I always prioritize ensuring the stability of our cloud services. But how can we protect our cloud services from security threats?
Hi. As a cloud security engineer, I can say that we should focus on implementing strict security protocols that cover all aspects of the system, from the infrastructure to the data.
Sounds great. What kind of protocols do you suggest we establish?
First, we need to implement multi-factor authentication to ensure that only authorized users can access our system. Then, we could use encryption to protect all data that passes through our network.
That sounds like a solid plan. But how can we be sure that our system is stable enough?
We could use automated testing for every code change to detect any issues that could lead to system instability. Also, we can build redundancy in our system by creating multiple instances of our service in different locations.
This is reassuring, but what about unexpected disasters?
We can prepare for disasters by developing a disaster recovery plan that includes backup and restore procedures. Also, by continuously monitoring the system's performance, we can quickly determine the root cause of any problems.
That's really helpful information. By combining our efforts, we can ultimately provide our customers with stable and secure cloud services.
Absolutely. As cloud engineers, it's our duty to ensure the best possible user experience, and that starts with making sure our system is stable and secure.
Well said. Many thanks for such a lighthearted and informative conversation. Good morning, B. How are you doing today?
Good morning, A. I'm doing great. Ready to start another day of brewing some delicious beer.
That's the spirit. So, what's on the menu today?
Today, we're brewing a new batch of South African-inspired beer. It's going to have a mix of exotic spices and flavors.
Sounds interesting. Can you tell me more about the brewing process?
Of course. We start by mixing together the grains, hops, and other ingredients in the mash tun. Then we add hot water to start the process of converting the starches to sugar.
Ah, I see. And after that?
After that, we let the mixture sit for a while to keep breaking down the sugars. Once it's done, we transfer it to the boil kettle, where we add the spices and the hops.
And then it's ready to be fermented, right?
Exactly. It's then transferred to the fermentation tank, where we add the yeast and let it sit for several days.
I can't wait to try it once it's done. Have you ever tried any South African beer before?
I have, actually. They have some really unique and interesting flavors. I'm excited to put our own spin on it.
Me too. Brewing beer always feels like experimenting with different ingredients and seeing what works best.
That's the beauty of it. And when you finally get it just right, there's nothing quite like that feeling of satisfaction.
You're right about that. Well, let's get to it then. Time to start the brewing process.
Let's do it. Cheers to another successful batch of beer.
Welcome to the art exhibition. I'm A, the artist showcasing my works here. What type of art do you enjoy?
Hi A, I'm B, and I really appreciate abstract art. I'm excited to see your works.
That's great to hear. Let me guide you around and show you some of my favorite pieces. This first painting is one of my early works, which was inspired by nature.
I can see the strokes are so delicate and beautiful, like the flowers in a garden. It's really captivating.
Thank you. I think it's important for art to connect with the natural world. But this painting over here is one of my more experimental pieces.
Wow, it's so bold and interesting. I like the mixture of colors and shapes.
Yes, I wanted to convey a sense of freedom and movement in this one. And this sculpture was inspired by my travels to Asia.
It's so intricate, and I love the way the light catches the different angles.
Yes, I wanted to incorporate traditional techniques with modern design in this sculpture. I'm glad you appreciate it.
I'm really enjoying this exhibit. What's your favorite piece here, A?
Oh, that's a tough choice. But I think it's this painting here with the contrasting colors and textures.
It's definitely a standout piece. Thank you for showing me around, A. It's been great to see your amazing art and hear the stories behind each piece.
Thank you for coming, B. I'm grateful for the opportunity to share my art with people who appreciate it. Do you have any favorites from the exhibition?
Definitely that bold and experimental painting, and also the sculpture you showed me earlier. They're really inspiring.
Hi there. I'm a reporter from the Daily Buzz. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all. I always love talking to the media.
Great. First off, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure thing. My name is Mike, and I work as a clown for children's parties.
Wow, that sounds like a fun job. How did you get into that line of work?
Actually, I started out as a stand-up comedian, but I found that I enjoyed interacting with kids more. So, I changed my act and became a clown.
That's really interesting. Do you ever encounter any funny or unusual situations on the job?
Definitely. One time, I accidentally got stuck in a bouncy castle with a bunch of little kids, and we couldn't stop bouncing.
Laughs, that sounds like a blast. So, what do you think makes a good kids' party?
Well, I think a good mix of games, activities, and entertainment is important. And of course, lots of candy and cake.
Smiling, agreed. Lastly, do you have any advice for anyone who might want to pursue a career as a clown?
Just remember to always stay positive and bring joy to others. And never be afraid to act silly.
Nodding, I think that's great advice. Thanks so much for your time, Mike. It was really great talking to you.
My pleasure. Thanks for stopping by.
Hey B, how's it going with the database integration?
It's going well, eh? I just finished setting up the table structures and relationships.
That's great news. I'm nearly done with the front-end design. Hopefully, I can show it to you later.
Awesome. By the way, have you thought of implementing any server-side validation?
Yeah, I was planning to use PHP for that. Do you have any experience with it?
I do. I'll write some custom validation functions for you to use.
You're a lifesaver, B. I'm not too familiar with back-end development.
No worries, we're a team. What do you need from me next?
I'm going to start coding the registration form. Can you give me the field names and data types you used for the tables?
Sure thing. I'll send it to you on Slack.
Thanks. Oh, and do you have any fun plans for the weekend?
Actually, I do. I'm going hiking with some friends. What about you?
I'll probably just relax at home and catch up on some reading. Have a great hike.
Thanks, hey. I'll bring back some photos to show you on Monday.
Hey B, have you heard about the ISO 27001 Incident Response Standard?
No, I haven't. What's that all about?
It's a framework for organizations to effectively respond to any security incidents that might occur.
Wow, that sounds pretty important. What kind of incidents would it cover?
Everything from hacking to physical breaches to natural disasters.
Okay, that definitely sounds like something companies should be aware of. How can they best implement this standard?
Well, there's a process that involves planning, identifying potential incidents, responding to incidents, and learning from them to prevent future ones.
Got it. And how does this standard help organizations in the long run?
It helps them maintain the integrity of their operations, protect important data, and minimize the impact of incidents.
Makes sense. So, how can we get started with implementing ISO 27001 incident response in our company?
We should start by conducting a risk assessment and identifying potential areas of vulnerability. Then, we can develop a plan for responding to incidents.
That sounds like a good plan. Who do we need to involve in the process?
It would involve IT and security teams, as well as other key stakeholders in the company.
Okay, got it. This sounds like a complex process, but definitely worth it in the long run.
Absolutely. It's better to be prepared and have a plan in place rather than have to deal with the fallout of an incident without any guidance.
Yeah, I can definitely see the value in that. Thanks for explaining it to me, hey.
Anytime, B. It's always good to stay informed about these things. Hey, have you been keeping up with the latest marketing trends?
Of course. Marketing is my passion. What are you interested in specifically?
I've been having trouble getting our brand recognized. Do you have any advice?
Definitely. First, you need to establish your target audience. Who are they and what do they want?
That's a good point. Our product targets young professionals who value affordability and quality.
Great. Now you need to think about how to reach them. Have you considered social media influencers?
That's an interesting idea. How popular do they need to be to make an impact?
It depends on your budget, but micro-influencers can be just as effective as big names. Plus, they tend to be more affordable.
Okay, that's good to know. But how do we measure the success of our marketing campaign?
You can track metrics such as website traffic, social media engagement, and sales. It's important to review these regularly and adjust your strategy accordingly.
I see. What if we want to do something more creative, like a viral marketing campaign?
Viral marketing is tricky because it's hard to predict what will take off. But if you can create a unique and shareable concept, it could really pay off.
Got it. Thanks for the tips. It seems like we have a lot of work to do.
No problem, I'm always happy to help. Just remember to stay flexible and adaptable. That's the key to successful marketing.
Hi there. Are you also concerned about network security and risk management?
Absolutely, it's a crucial part of my job as a network engineer.
Great to hear that. I'm a cybersecurity expert and it's important to have all aspects of the network covered.
Couldn't agree more. It's always better to be safe than sorry.
So, tell me, what's the biggest security challenge that you faced recently?
Probably dealing with phishing emails. They seem to be getting more and more sophisticated.
Yes, phishing attacks are definitely on the rise. One wrong click can cause a lot of damage.
Exactly. We've been educating our employees on how to identify and report these types of suspicious emails.
That's a great approach. User awareness is one of the best ways to strengthen security.
What about for your side? Any interesting security incidents you've handled lately?
Actually, we helped a client who fell victim to a ransomware attack. It was a real eye-opener for them to see how important regular backups are.
Ransomware attacks are scary stuff. It's great to know that you were able to help your client recover.
Yes, thankfully we had a plan in place and were able to restore their data. It's always important to have a backup plan.
Definitely. I've seen some situations where companies didn't have a backup and lost all their data.
Ouch, that's a nightmare scenario. It just shows how vital it is to have a comprehensive risk management plan.
For sure. We work hard to minimize risks as much as possible, but you never know when the unexpected might happen.
That's very true. Security is an ongoing process, and it's important to stay vigilant and adaptable.
Completely agree. Thanks for the enjoyable and enlightening chat. It's great to bounce ideas off someone who knows their stuff.
It was a pleasure talking with you too. Anytime you want to talk shop, give me a shout. Hey B, have you been thinking about how we can achieve automatic software deployment in the insurance company we're working for?
Yeah, I was actually brainstorming about it last night. I've looked up some tools we can use, and I think we can make it happen.
That's great. Which tools do you think would be the best fit for our needs?
I was checking out Jenkins and Bamboo, and I think we can use the former to implement CI/CD pipelines and the latter for continuous deployment.
I see. I think we also have to consider the security aspect since insurance policies contain sensitive information. Maybe we can integrate some security scanners as part of the pipeline?
Definitely. We can use SonarQube for security code analysis and ensure that our pipeline has checks for vulnerabilities and bugs.
Sounds good. Do you think we can also include end-to-end testing to make sure that everything is working as expected after deployment?
Yes. We can use Selenium for testing and implement automated tests as part of the pipeline.
That's fantastic. We can definitely make the deployment process more efficient and reliable using these tools.
And we can save time and effort from repetitive manual deployment tasks. More time to focus on other important aspects of our work, right?
Haha, yes, we can finally have some breathing room. Thanks, B, for your idea and suggestions.
No problem, anything for the team.
Hey, have you ever traveled to another country before?
Yeah, I have. I went on a group tour to Europe last summer.
Really? How was that? I've been considering a group tour for my next trip.
It was great. Everything was organized for us, so we didn't need to worry about anything. But you should also consider a solo trip, like a free and easy trip.
I've never done that before. I feel like I might get lost or run into trouble.
It's not that hard. You just need to do some research and plan your itinerary beforehand. Plus, you get more freedom to explore at your own pace.
That does sound appealing. But I also like the idea of socializing and meeting new people on a group tour.
That's true. On a group tour, you get to travel with a diverse group of people, and you may even make some friends for life.
Do you think group tours are more expensive than free and easy trips?
It really depends on the destination and the tour package. With group tours, you usually get better deals on accommodations and transportations, but you might have to pay extra for optional activities. For free and easy trips, you have more control over your budget and itinerary, but you'll need to book your own accommodations and transportation.
I see. Maybe I'll do a mix of both on my next trip.
That sounds like a great idea. You could start with a group tour for the first few days, and then switch to a free and easy trip for the rest of the trip.
Yeah, that way I'll get the best of both worlds. Thanks for the suggestion.
No problem. Just make sure to enjoy your trip, no matter what kind of travel style you choose.
Hi B, how did you find today's yoga class with the teacher?
Hi A, I loved it. The teacher is so experienced and her instructions were super clear.
I'm glad to hear that. She's definitely one of the best teachers in town. Have you been coming to her classes for long?
No, it's my first time. But I've been wanting to try yoga for a while now, and I'm so happy I did it with her.
That's great. I hope you'll keep coming back for more. What did you think of the poses she taught today?
They were challenging but rewarding. I could feel the burn but also the relaxation. I especially loved the downward dog pose.
Yes, downward dog is a classic pose and a staple in any yoga practice. Did you find any of the poses difficult?
Well, the handstand pose was a bit too advanced for me, but the teacher gave me some alternatives and modifications that worked for my level.
That's the beauty of yoga, you can always adjust and adapt the poses to your needs and abilities. Did you feel comfortable in the class overall?
Absolutely. The teacher was very welcoming and made us feel at ease. And the atmosphere was so peaceful and calming.
I agree. It's amazing how yoga can create such a serene environment even in the midst of a busy city. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the class, B. Let's grab a smoothie after and chat some more about our yoga experiences.
Sounds perfect, A. I'm already looking forward to the next class.
Hi there, I'm the database administrator. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm the system engineer. Pleasure to meet you too.
So, I understand we're here to discuss optimizing big data processing?
Yes, that's correct. It's become quite the challenge for us in the medical research field.
Definitely. With so much data to handle, it's crucial that we have an efficient system.
Absolutely. Have you considered upgrading our storage systems?
Yes, we're looking into getting solid-state drives. That should definitely speed things up.
Great. Have you also thought about implementing parallel processing?
Yes, we're working on that too. We're also exploring the possibility of using cloud computing for scalability.
That's a good idea. I've also heard about using machine learning to help with data analysis. Have you considered that?
Actually, we have. We're currently in talks with a data science team to help us implement that.
Sounds like we're on the right track. By the way, have you heard about the new algae-based data storage solution?
No, I haven't. Tell me more.
Apparently, it's a more environmentally friendly solution that's also more secure. We should definitely look into it.
That sounds interesting. I'll add that to our list of potential options.
Great. It's always good to explore new possibilities. By the way, do you want to grab lunch after this meeting?
Sure, that sounds good. There's a great sandwich place down the street we can check out.
Sounds perfect. Let's do it. Thanks for the chat, A.
No problem, B. Thank you too. So, how was your day at school today, B?
It was good, Dad. We did a science experiment and I got to be the lab partner with my best friend.
That sounds like fun. What experiment did you do?
We made a volcano erupt with baking soda and vinegar. It was so cool.
Wow, that does sound cool. Maybe we can try it at home sometime.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome.
Hey, look over there. There's a group of squirrels playing in that tree.
They're so cute. Do you think we can feed them?
I'm not sure if we're supposed to, but we can definitely watch them play.
That sounds like a good idea. I love watching animals.
Me too. Did you know that when I was your age, I wanted to be a wildlife biologist?
Really? That's so cool, Dad. What made you change your mind?
Life happened, I guess. But it's never too late to pursue a passion, right?
That's true. Maybe you can still become a wildlife biologist someday.
Who knows? Maybe I will. But for now, I'm happy just enjoying this lovely walk with you.
Me too, Dad. This has been such a fun afternoon. Thanks for taking me to the park.
Of course, son. Spending time with you is always a joy. Let's head back home and see what else we can do together. Hey B. Have you ever tried Mies before?
No, I haven't. What is it?
Mies is a spread of small dishes that are perfect for sharing. They usually come with lots of bread, and the flavors are incredible.
That sounds amazing. Have you tried it before?
Yes. I went to a Turkish restaurant and tried Mies for the first time. It was a flavor explosion in my mouth.
I love trying new foods. Which dishes should I try?
Definitely try the hummus, stuffed grape leaves, and roasted eggplant. They are my favorites.
I'm unfamiliar with these dishes. What is stuffed grape leaves?
It's called dolma. The leaves filled with rice, herbs, and sometimes meat. It's so tender and juicy.
What about the roasted eggplant?
It's called baba ganoush. It's made with roasted eggplant, garlic, and tahini, and it's so creamy and delicious.
Oh man, you're making me hungry.
Let's go try it soon. And don't forget to save some for me.
Deal. I am excited to try it.
Mies is perfect for sharing, so let's invite some friends to join us.
That's a great idea. Let's make it a fun night out.
My pleasure. I can't wait. Hi B, I'm glad we're working on this project together. How do you think we can create a user-friendly e-commerce site that looks great?
Hi, great to see you, too. I think we should start with a clean and simple design that focuses on the products.
That's a good point. What about the color scheme? Do you have any ideas?
I was thinking of using a neutral palette with pops of color to draw attention to certain elements on the page.
I like that idea. How about the layout of the homepage?
I think it should be structured in a way that makes it easy to navigate and find products. We can use categories and filters to help users narrow down their search.
That sounds smart. What about the product pages themselves?
We should feature high-quality images and provide detailed information about each product. Maybe we can also add customer reviews to give users more insight.
Excellent idea. And how about checkout? Do you have any tips for making the process seamless?
Yes, we should keep it simple and easy to follow. We can also add progress indicators to show users how far along they are in the checkout process.
That's a good suggestion. Have you thought about incorporating any interactive features?
Yes, we could add a live chat feature so users can get help in real time. We could also introduce personalization features to create a more tailored shopping experience.
These are some great ideas. How do you think we can ensure the site is responsive and works on all devices?
We can use a mobile-first design approach and test the site on various devices to ensure it works properly.
That's a good plan. Lastly, how do you envision incorporating social media into the site?
We can include social sharing buttons on product pages and have links to the brand's social media accounts. We can also add user-generated content to the site to create a sense of community.
Awesome, B. I think we're on the right track to designing a beautiful and user-friendly e-commerce site. Thanks for your insights.
No problem, A. It's always a pleasure working with you.
Good morning, how's it going?
Good morning. Just keeping an eye out for any suspicious activity. How about you?
Same here. Did you hear about the recent thefts in the area?
Yeah, it's been quite concerning. Have they caught anyone?
Not yet, but we're all being extra vigilant to make sure it doesn't happen again.
That's good to hear. I'm also making sure to check IDs for any purchases that seem suspicious.
You're doing a great job. It's important for us all to work together to keep this place safe.
Thanks. Speaking of safety, have you tried the new safety feature on our registers?
No, what is it?
It allows us to lock the registers remotely if we sense any danger. It's a great way to keep our cash safe.
Wow, that's amazing. I'll have to look into it. Stay safe out here, and let's catch those thieves.
Absolutely. It's all about teamwork. Take care.
Hi there. I'm the travel photographer for this shoot. Nice to meet you.
Hi, it's great to meet you too. I'm excited to be working with you.
So, let's get started. How do you feel about shooting on the beach?
I love the beach. It's my favorite location to shoot at.
Awesome. Do you have any poses in mind, or would you like me to suggest some?
Actually, I was thinking we could do some fun jumps and maybe some poses with the waves in the background.
Sounds great. And I brought some props too, like sunglasses and beach hats. Would you like to use them?
Yes, please. I think they would add a nice touch to the photos.
Okay, let's start with some jumping shots. I'll count to 3 and you jump in the air, okay?
Got it.
1, 2, 3. Snap, that was perfect.
That was so much fun. Can we do some more?
Of course. Let's try some poses on the sand now. Can you walk towards me and look straight ahead?
Sure thing.
Snap, this is looking great. Maybe we could try a few with the waves in the background as well.
Sounds good to me.
Just stand on the shore and look towards the ocean. Perfect. Snap.
This is amazing. Is there anything else you'd like me to do?
Actually, I was thinking of doing a few shots where you're lying down on the sand with your head on a beach towel. Would you like to try that?
Yes, let's do it.
Great. Just lay down on this towel and look towards the camera. Excellent. Snap.
Thank you so much for this experience. It's been such a blast working with you.
Likewise. Your energy and enthusiasm made this shoot so much fun. I can't wait to see how the photos turn out. Hi, B. Thanks for meeting me today. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on my latest manuscript.
Of course, hey. I always look forward to reading your work. What genre did you write this time?
It's a romantic comedy. I wanted to try something light and fun.
Great. Let's dive in. I have a few suggestions for your opening chapter. The pacing could be a bit tighter.
Thank you, I'll definitely take that into consideration. What do you think about the characters so far?
I love them. They're quirky and endearing. But I'm curious to know more about the protagonist's motivation.
Yes, that's a great point. She's been a bit one-dimensional in my first draft. I'll add more depth to her character arc.
That will make the story much more engaging. Also, have you considered adding a unique setting to the story?
I have, actually. I was thinking about setting it in a charming small town with a quirky cast of characters.
Perfect. That will add more flavor to your story. Overall, great job, A. I'm excited to see how this manuscript turns out.
Thank you so much, B. You always provide such insightful feedback. I couldn't do this without you.
It's my pleasure. Let's celebrate with some coffee and cake.
Hi there. Are you ready for our climbing challenge today?
Oh yeah, I am really excited and nervous.
No worries, I am a professional climber and I'll guide you all the way to the top.
Thank you so much. How many hours does it take to climb up there?
It takes us 4 hours to reach the top. But we need to be cautious and not rush things.
Sure, safety is always the first priority. Do you think I can make it to the top?
Definitely, with some practice and following my instructions, you will reach the peak in no time.
Great, I am counting on you.
Let's start by putting on our safety harness and ropes.
Okay. Whoa. The view from here is stunning.
Yeah, the beauty of the alpine landscape is breathtaking.
I never imagined I could do this. The climb looks very challenging.
Believe me, it's the climb of a lifetime. But hang in there, it's worth it.
You're right, it's amazing. Hey, how do you breathe up here?
To keep our energy levels high and oxygen intake safe, we take deep breaths through our noses.
That's helpful. This is definitely an adventure worth experiencing.
It's a pleasure to be your guide. Keep going, and let's conquer this challenge together.
All right, let's do it together.
Hi there. I'm the baker assigned to teach you how to make Spanish pastries today. Are you guys excited?
Absolutely. My sweet tooth has been excited for this day since we booked the tour.
Haha, that's great to hear. Now, let's start with the classic churros. We'll need flour, butter, sugar, and milk.
I didn't know churros have butter in them. I always thought they were just fried dough.
Yes, the butter is what makes them crispy on the outside while still soft and fluffy on the inside.
Oh, I see. So, what's next?
After mixing the ingredients, we'll pipe the dough into hot oil until they turn golden brown. Then, we'll dust them with cinnamon sugar.
Yum. I can't wait to try them. What about the other pastries?
We'll also make a delicious leche frita, which is a dessert made of a custard-like filling coated in breadcrumbs and then fried.
That sounds interesting. How long have you been a baker?
I've been baking for about 10 years now. I started as an apprentice and then went on to study pastry making.
Wow, you must have tried lots of pastries from different parts of the world.
Absolutely. But, I still think Spanish pastries are some of the best.
I couldn't agree more. By the way, can I take some of these treats home?
Of course, we have a takeout box ready for you. Thank you for joining me in this workshop. I hope you had fun and learned a lot.
We did. Thank you for sharing your expertise with us. We'll definitely come back for more.
Hey B, how's it going?
Not too bad, just a bit stressed out with these finances.
Yeah, I can imagine. But don't worry, we're in good hands with you as our trusted accountant.
Thanks, hey. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
So, how's the report coming along?
It's looking pretty good. I think we should meet up to go through some of the details, though.
Sounds good. But can we do it over some coffee? I need caffeine to get through this.
Sure thing. I know a great place just down the street from the office.
Awesome. And while we're at it, we can talk about some non-work related stuff too. Have you watched any good movies lately?
Actually, I just saw this really cool documentary on Netflix about the history of chocolate. It was fascinating.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. I have a serious sweet tooth myself.
Speaking of which, I brought some homemade cookies for the meeting. I hope you don't mind.
Mind? I'm ecstatic. You always come prepared with the important stuff.
Haha, glad to be of service.
Alright, well let's get this meeting started. Coffee, cookies, and finances. What a great combo.
Couldn't agree more. Let's do this.
Hi there, welcome to our bank. How may I assist you today?
Hi, I'm here to apply for a loan. Can you help me?
Of course, we offer a variety of loan options. What type of loan are you interested in?
I'm looking to finance a car purchase.
Great, we have some competitive auto loan options available. Do you have a specific car in mind?
Yes, I'm looking at a new electric car. It's supposed to be very eco-friendly and cost-effective.
That sounds like a smart choice. How much are you looking to borrow?
Around $25,000.
Okay, let me review your credit history and income to determine if you qualify for that amount. In the meantime, would you like a cookie or some water?
A cookie would be nice, thanks.
Here you go, fresh from our bank kitchen. So, your credit score is excellent and your income meets our requirements. You're approved for a loan of $25,000 at a fixed interest rate of 5%.
That's fantastic news. Thank you so much for your help.
It was my pleasure. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, that's all for now. I'm excited to go pick out my new car.
Enjoy the process and feel free to contact us if you need anything else. Have a great day.
You too, thanks again.
Good morning, how's business?
Hi. It's going well, thanks. How about yours?
Can't complain. Our hot dogs are selling like hot cakes.
Laughs, I wish my ice cream could sell like that.
Don't worry, it's perfect for cooling down in this heat. Speaking of which, we should offer a combo deal.
That's a great idea. How about a hot dog and a small ice cream for 120 baht?
Sounds like a steal. Let's put up a sign and see how it goes.
Speaking of signs, I love the new one you put up. It makes your shop stand out.
Thanks. We wanted something catchy and fun.
Well, you definitely achieved that. Have you thought of adding any new toppings for your hot dogs?
Actually, we're thinking of adding some spicy jalapenos. What about you? Any new flavors for your ice cream?
Yes, we just got a batch of fresh mangoes. Our mango sorbet is a must-try.
That sounds delicious. We'll have to try it later.
Definitely. I'll even give you a discount.
You're too kind. Thanks a lot.
No problem at all. We're a team, after all.
Well said. Let's keep working together to offer the best treats in town.
Agreed. Here's to a successful partnership.
Hey there, B. Having fun on the swings?
Yes, Mommy. This is so much fun.
I'm glad to hear that. What about the slide? Do you want to try it out?
Yes, please. I love slides.
All right, let's go then. But don't forget to hold on tight.
Okay, Mommy. Here I go. Ah.
Great job, B. You're so brave.
Can we play catch now, Mommy? I want to throw the ball really far.
Sure thing. Let me grab the ball from our bag. Ready, set, go.
Woohoo! This is so much fun. You're really good at throwing, Mommy.
Thanks, B. You're pretty good at catching too.
Can we have ice cream after playing, Mommy? Pretty please?
Haha, yes we can. But let's play a little longer first, okay?
Okay, Mommy. It's so nice to play with you in the park.
Yes, it is. Spending time with you always puts a smile on my face, B.
You're the best, Mommy. I love you.
I love you too, sweetie. Let's keep playing. Hey, have you ever considered immigrating to Australia?
Actually, I have. But I don't know much about the process.
Well, it's not too complicated. You just have to pass the English proficiency test and meet certain requirements.
That doesn't sound too bad. What kind of requirements?
Things like having a certain level of education, work experience, and good health.
Okay, I think I can meet those standards. But what about living expenses?
Australia can be expensive, but it's also a great place to work and live. Living expenses can be offset by higher wages.
That's true. But what about the culture shock?
Well, you'll need to get used to some differences. For example, Australians drive on the left side of the road.
Ah, that would take some getting used to. What about the weather?
It's really hot in the summers, but it can also get pretty cold in the winters, depending on where you live.
I see. Do you know anything about the job market there?
Yes, it's very competitive. But if you have skills that are in demand, you'll have a better chance of finding work.
Gotcha. How about the cost of living? Is it expensive?
Somewhat, but there are ways to live frugally. Rent can be pricey, but sharing an apartment or house is a cost-effective alternative.
Good to know. I think I'm going to look into this more seriously.
Yeah, you should definitely do some research. It's a beautiful country with friendly people, and it's definitely worth considering. Hey B, have you noticed our website has been acting slow lately?
Yeah, I've noticed that too. The traffic has been off the charts.
So, what do you suggest we do to solve this problem?
I think we could implement a load balancer to distribute the traffic evenly.
That's a great idea. Which load balancing algorithm do you think is best for our website?
I think least connections algorithm would be a good fit for us.
Alright, let's go with that. How do we set it up?
We could use Nginx as our load balancer. It has a built-in least connections algorithm.
Sounds good. Do we have to prepare anything before setting it up?
Yes, we need to make sure we have sufficient server resources and a good network infrastructure to handle the increased traffic.
Excellent point. How about the server monitoring?
We can use Prometheus and Grafana to monitor the servers and network traffic.
Okay, once the load balancer is up and running, how can we test its effectiveness?
We can simulate high traffic volume and see if the load balancer distributes the traffic evenly among the servers.
Awesome, we should definitely do that before deploying to production.
Absolutely, we don't want to mess up our customers' experience.
Speaking of which, do we need to inform them of any upcoming changes?
I think it's better to notify them in advance to avoid any confusion or disruption.
Alright, we will make sure to send out a notification to all our customers.
Great, and how about keeping the load balancer up to date?
We'll incorporate it as part of our DevOps process and automate the updates.
Perfect, that way we'll always have the latest features and security patches.
Thanks for your help, B. I'm glad we were able to work together on this issue.
No problem, hey. It was a pleasure working with you too.
Hey there, ready for some surfing lessons today?
Yeah, I am excited but also a little nervous.
That's okay. I will teach you everything you need to know. Let's start with some basics. Do you know how to balance on the board?
Not really. What should I do?
First, try to lay down flat on the board and then paddle with your hands. Once you catch a wave, try to push up into a standing position.
Got it. But what if I fall?
Don't worry about falling. It's all part of the learning process. Just remember to protect your head and come up smiling.
Laughs, alright, I'll try my best.
Great attitude. Now, let's get you in the water and try some waves. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
That's the spirit. Patsby's back, I'll be right beside you, so don't worry. You'll be a pro in no time.
Nervous laughter, okay, let's do this.
Watching as B catches a small wave, yeah, that's it. You're doing awesome. Keep your eyes on the horizon and keep your balance.
Laughs triumphantly, that was so much fun. Can we do it again?
Of course. Smiles, the ocean is waiting for us. Let's see what other fun we can have today.
Grinning, I can't wait.
Hi there. I see you're eyeing those new snack products on the display. I'm a marketing professional and I can tell these are going to be a hit. What do you think?
Well, considering I'm a product manager for a competing brand, I'm hesitant to agree with you. But I'll admit, the packaging is eye-catching.
Packaging is everything these days. Consumers are drawn to a product that stands out on the shelf. Plus, these snacks are healthy and meet the growing demand for guilt-free indulgence.
I see your point. But what about the price point? Will consumers bite at the higher cost for the healthier options?
That's always a gamble, but studies show that consumers are willing to pay more for products that align with their values. Plus, the quality of the ingredients speaks for itself.
I can't argue with that. But we've also noticed an increase in demand for nostalgic snack options. Have you noticed that trend as well?
Absolutely. People are looking for comfort in these uncertain times, and nostalgia offers a way to escape to a simpler time. That's why we've actually been considering launching a line of throwback snacks ourselves.
Interesting. Would you consider partnering with our brand for a co-branded promotion?
I love that idea. It would offer a wider variety of snack options for consumers while also combining the nostalgia trend with the healthier snacking trend. Let's talk more about it.
Definitely. It's always exciting to explore new marketing tactics and stay ahead of the competition.
Agreed. Speaking of staying ahead, have you noticed any emerging trends that we should be keeping an eye on?
Actually, I just received some market research that shows a growing interest in plant-based snacking options.
Yes. We've already launched a few of those products, and they've been quite successful. Looks like we're both pretty good at keeping up with the market trends.
Haha, I guess we are. It's always fun to be in this industry and see what new and exciting products and trends come next. Thanks for the insightful chat.
No problem. It's great to bounce ideas off of each other and learn from one another. Hi B. It's great to be here discussing about big data processing.
Hi A. Yes, it's always an exciting topic to talk about, especially when we're working with a medical research institution.
Absolutely. So, have you thought of any creative ideas to optimize data management?
Well, I think we can start by implementing a proper data classification system. This can help us quickly identify relevant data.
That's a great point. We can't afford to waste time sifting through piles of data.
Right. Another idea that I have in mind is to harness the power of artificial intelligence. We can use machine learning algorithms to automate certain processes.
Wow, that's thinking big. But, I like it. It would really improve our efficiency.
Definitely. By doing this, we reduce human errors and free up some of our time. It's a win-win situation.
True. And hey, wouldn't it be exciting to see how our ideas can contribute to medical advancements?
Oh, for sure. Who knows, we might just discover the next breakthrough.
Haha, yes, we'll be like two superheroes with our laptops.
Absolutely. And, as superheroes, we need to constantly upgrade our skills, too.
Good point. We should always be eager to learn more and stay up to date with the latest technologies.
Yes, and also collaborate with others to exchange ideas and broaden our perspectives.
Agreed. This would nurture a culture of innovation and growth within the institution.
And we can surely have fun while doing it.
Definitely. It's always a pleasure discussing with you, B.
Likewise, hey. Let's continue to push the boundaries of big data processing and make a positive difference in the world.
Hey there, B. How's it going today?
Not too bad, hey. How about yourself?
Can't complain, although we're facing a bit of a challenge with all these client requests.
Yeah, it's quite a deluge. We need to figure out a way to handle all this traffic efficiently.
Exactly. I was thinking maybe we could implement a load balancer to spread out the workload.
That's a good idea. We could also optimize the database queries to speed up the response time.
Yes, definitely. And perhaps we could look into caching frequently accessed data to reduce database hits.
Great suggestion. We should also consider setting up a CDN to distribute static assets.
Agreed. And we could look at ways to minimize the amount of data being transferred between the client and server.
Absolutely. We could compress data and use minification techniques to reduce file sizes.
It sounds like we have a solid plan of attack. Do you think we need to bring in any additional resources to handle this load?
I think we can manage with just our team, but let's keep an eye on the situation and reassess if necessary.
Sounds good to me. Thanks for your input, B. Let's get cracking on these optimizations.
Anytime, hey. Let's do it.
Hey there, B. How's it going?
Good afternoon, A. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm fantastic, especially now that we're in this lovely bar in Osaka. The ambience is perfect for baking desserts and mixing cocktails.
Absolutely, it's the perfect spot for our collaboration. What do you have in mind for desserts today?
I was thinking of making some mini eclairs filled with matcha cream and topped with fresh strawberries.
Sounds amazing. And for drinks?
Well, I heard that the signature cocktail here is the Osaka Sunset, so I'm thinking we can create a dessert-inspired cocktail to complement your eclairs.
I love the idea. How about mixing Japanese sake with fresh grapefruit juice and a hint of vanilla syrup, and we can call it the matcha sunrise?
That's brilliant, B. Let's get to work and make this happen. I'll start on the eclairs and you can mix up the matcha sunrise.
Sounds like a plan. By the way, have you been to any of the bakeries in Osaka?
Yes, I have actually. I visited this small bakery in Namba district and tried their cream puffs. They were heavenly.
Oh wow, I'm definitely checking that out. Speaking of heavenly treats, your eclairs are looking divine.
Thank you, B. And your cocktail looks as refreshing as ever. Let's serve them up to our customers and make their day.
Let's do this. I love how we always make the best team.
Same here, B. We make sweet magic happen. Hi there. Can you help me with my connecting flight?
Sure, I'd be happy to assist you. Can you please provide me with your flight details?
Yes, I am flying in from Mumbai and need to catch a connecting flight to London.
Great, let me just check our system. Ah, it seems like your connecting flight is just 2 gates away. You have plenty of time to spare.
Oh, wonderful. I was worried about making it on time.
No need to worry, ma'am. Our airport is designed to make connecting flights as seamless as possible.
That's good to hear. Can you recommend any good restaurants or shops to check out while I wait?
Certainly. We have an excellent selection of duty-free shops and restaurants. Do you have a preference for any specific type of cuisine or a particular shopping interest?
I love trying new foods, and I'm also interested in finding some unique souvenirs.
Great. Well, we have a fantastic Indian restaurant that serves authentic dishes. And for shopping, we have some lovely boutique stores that sell handmade crafts and jewelry.
Sounds perfect. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome, ma'am. Have a pleasant stay at our airport.
Thank you, I'm sure I will.
If you need any more assistance, don't hesitate to ask.
I won't. Thanks again. Good morning, welcome to our cafe. What can I bake for you today?
Hi there. I was just admiring your display of pastries. They look so exquisite.
Thank you. Our bakery team takes great pride in their creations. Have you tried our signature chocolate croissant?
I haven't, but it sounds tempting. What would you recommend to go with it?
How about a freshly brewed cappuccino? The froth on top complements the buttery flakiness of the croissant nicely.
Sounds perfect. I'll take one. How long have you been working here, by the way?
I've been a pastry chef for 5 years now, and I've been with this cafe for 2.
Wow, that's impressive. What's your favorite pastry to make?
I love making macarons because they're so versatile in terms of flavors and fillings. It's a delicate process, but the end result is always rewarding.
I see that you also offer catering services. Do you do custom orders?
Absolutely, we like to work with our clients to create a personalized menu for their events. Whether it's a wedding or a corporate party, we strive to make it memorable.
That's great to hear. I'll keep that in mind for future events. Thank you for the great service and delicious pastries.
You're welcome, have a great day and come back soon. Hey B, have you tried fish and chips before?
Yeah, I have. It's a classic British dish, right? I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites too. Do you know how it became so popular?
I heard that it was originally a meal for the working class back in the 1800s. But now it's an iconic dish all over the world.
That's right. And the best part is that it's so simple yet so tasty. Just some fish and chips, and you're good to go.
Absolutely. And the crispy texture of the fish and the fluffy chips are a perfect match.
I have to agree with you. But do you add any condiments or sauces to your fish and chips?
Oh, definitely. I can't have it without some tartar sauce or ketchup.
I'm the same way. But have you ever tried adding vinegar to your chips? It's a game changer.
Really? I haven't tried that before. I'll have to give it a go next time.
You should. It's so good. And have you tried different types of fish for fish and chips?
Not really. I usually stick to the classic cod or haddock.
You should try some other types too, like salmon or tilapia. They're equally delicious.
Thanks for the recommendation. I'm definitely going to try that out.
Anytime, beef fish and chips is a dish worth exploring and enjoying different variations.
You're right. I can't wait to try new things with it.
Hi there. Looks like we both have the same idea about indulging in the hotel buffet today.
Hi. Definitely. I've been craving for some good food since I arrived here. It's nice to have a variety of dishes to choose from.
Right? I don't know where to start. Everything looks so appetizing. Have you tried the sushi and sashimi yet?
Yes, and they are amazing. I don't think I can resist going back for more.
I'm eyeing the roast beef and mashed potatoes. They look so delicious.
And the dessert section. It looks like heaven. How can we choose just one?
I know, right? I'm thinking of trying a little bit of everything. But let's pace ourselves. We don't want to get too full too quickly.
Good point. Plus, we can always come back for more. Oh, by the way, have you done any sightseeing yet?
Yes, I went to the beach yesterday. It was beautiful. How about you?
I went to the museum and it was fascinating. There were so many interesting exhibits. I learned a lot.
That sounds great. I might check it out later. But for now, I'm going to enjoy my meal. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit to you too. And happy sightseeing later.
Good morning, sir. Can you please state your name and reason for being here at the station?
Hello. My name is Bob and I'm here because someone stole my bike last night.
I see. Could you please describe the bike to me? We'll start looking for it right away.
It's a red and black bike with a yellow seat. It's quite new actually, only a few months old.
Thank you for the description. We'll do our best to find it. By the way, have you ever been to the station before?
No, I haven't. Why do you ask?
Well, you seemed pretty calm and collected for someone who just lost their bike.
Yeah, I guess. It's just a bike. I'm more upset that it was a gift from my girlfriend.
Ah, I understand. Women can be quite particular about their gifts.
Tell me about it. I remember one time I got her a subscription to a gym and she was mad at me for months.
Gym membership? That's risky territory. You're better off with flowers or chocolates.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Hopefully we'll find your bike soon and you can surprise your girlfriend with it.
That would be great. I don't know how much longer I can keep borrowing her bike.
Borrowing her bike, huh? Well, it looks like you might be in the doghouse for a while. Good luck, Bob.
Ah. Thanks, officer. I appreciate it.
Hey there, ready for our outdoor fitness training today?
Of course. I'm always ready for a good workout.
Great to hear that. Today, we'll be doing some hill training. You ready for the hills?
Bring it on. I love a challenge.
That spirit is what I like to hear. Just remember to take it at your own pace.
Don't worry, I won't overdo it. So, what's the plan for today?
We'll start with a warm-up jog, then do some hill sprints. After that, we'll do some strength exercises using the natural features of the hill.
Sounds like a tough one, but I'm up for it. Let's get started.
Alright, let's jog up to the hill and get those legs warmed up.
Panting that jog was tougher than I thought it would be.
That's okay, we're almost at the hill. Now, we'll start with some hill sprints.
Oh wow, these sprints are killer.
You're doing great though. Now, let's move on to some strength training.
Groans, oh no, not burpees.
Haha, don't worry. It's just part of the training.
Okay, I'll power through it.
That's the spirit. Just a few more reps to go.
Phew, that was intense. Thanks for pushing me to the limit, coach.
No problem, you did an amazing job today. Keep it up, and you'll be in top shape in no time. Have you heard about the doctor and nurse who were performing surgery in the hospital?
No, what happened?
Well, they accidentally switched roles during the surgery.
That sounds like a medical comedy sketch.
Yeah, the doctor was trying to give injections, and the nurse was trying to make incisions.
Haha, sounds like quite the mix-up. Did the patients turn out okay?
Thankfully, they did. The doctor and nurse quickly realized their mistake and switched back to their respective roles.
That's a relief. I can't imagine being a patient and waking up to find the doctor holding a scalpel and the nurse holding a dosage of anesthetic.
Yeah, it would be a bit disconcerting. But knowing those two, they probably made light of the situation and joked around to ease the tension.
That's one of the things I love about people in the healthcare industry. They have a great sense of humor and know how to make the best of any situation.
Absolutely. They work hard, but they also know how to have fun and keep things light, even in the most serious of circumstances.
That's why I'm grateful for all the doctors and nurses out there. They're a special breed of people who can turn a stressful situation into something that's manageable and even enjoyable.
Hey B, have you heard of ISO 27001 backup?
I think I've heard of it, but I can't say I know much about it. What's it all about?
Well, it's a set of international standards for managing information security. Specifically, it covers data backup and recovery.
Ah, got it. So it's about making sure your important data is protected and can be easily restored if something goes wrong.
Exactly. And it's becoming more and more important as companies rely more on technology to run their businesses.
I see. So what are some of the key requirements for ISO 27001 backup?
Well, one is that backups need to be taken regularly and stored securely. And you also need to have a clear plan for restoring data in case of a disaster.
That makes sense. I guess it's important to have a backup plan for your backup plan.
Haha, yes, you can never be too careful when it comes to data security.
So how does ISO 27001 backup compare to other backup standards out there?
From what I've seen, it's one of the most comprehensive and reliable sets of standards available. It covers everything from the frequency of backups to testing the backup and recovery system.
Sounds like a lot of detail to keep track of.
Definitely. That's why a lot of companies hire third-party auditors to make sure they're fully compliant with ISO 27001 backup.
I can see why. It's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to data security.
Absolutely. Plus, being certified in ISO 27001 backup can help companies gain a competitive advantage and attract more reliable customers.
That's definitely something to keep in mind. Thanks for explaining all this to me, hey.
No problem, B. Always happy to talk about the fascinating world of data backup and recovery. Good morning. How are the animals in our farm doing, Doctor?
Good morning, Farmer A. They are doing well, but we need to keep an eye on their health to ensure they stay healthy and happy.
That's great to hear. Do you have any tips on how to take care of them better?
Sure. First, make sure the animals have plenty of clean water and a balanced diet. Also, keep their living area clean and free of any potential hazards.
That makes sense. What about exercise? Do they need to have a regular exercise routine?
Absolutely. Animals need exercise to maintain their physical and mental health. It's essential to provide them with time and space to stretch, move, and graze.
I see. What should I do if any of them get sick?
If you notice any worrying symptoms, call a vet immediately. It's always better to be safe than sorry, and a timely diagnosis can help avoid spread of diseases.
Thank you for your advice. I will make sure to keep these in mind.
You're welcome, Farmer A, happy to help. Remember, a little care goes a long way in keeping your animals healthy and happy.
Hi there. It's great to work with a data scientist like you. I'm a UI designer, and I'm excited to figure out how we can improve our user experience based on user feedback.
Hi. Nice to meet you too. I love collaborating with UX designers like yourself. So, what kind of user feedback do we have?
Well, we have a lot of comments from our users that our website is difficult to navigate. But we're not sure what parts of the website they're having trouble with.
I see. Have you thought about using a user feedback survey to pinpoint specific issues?
That's a great idea. We could gather data on which areas of the website are causing frustration and then have specific teams fix those issues.
Exactly. That way, we could improve the user experience and make the website more user-friendly. We could also track user satisfaction over time to see if our changes are making a difference.
That's a fantastic idea. But how do we make this survey engaging enough for users to complete it?
We could use fun language and a creative interface to make the survey more interactive. For example, we could use emojis, GIFs, or even short videos to make it more engaging.
I love that idea. It sounds like a fun project for us to work on together. Thanks for all your help.
No problem. I'm excited to get started. Let's make our website the most user-friendly platform out there.
Hey B, have you ever heard of ISO 27001 firewall?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It's a standard for information security management, right?
That's right. So do you know how it works?
Well, from what I understand, it's like a security barrier between your network and the outside world, right?
Yes, that's exactly it. And it's designed to protect your data from cyber attacks.
That sounds pretty important. Have you implemented it in your company?
Yes, we have. And it's been really effective in keeping our data secure.
That's great to hear. So what kind of features does it have?
Well, it basically includes access control, encryption, and monitoring.
Wow, that sounds pretty high-tech. Is it difficult to set up?
It can be a bit complex, but with the right team and resources, it's definitely doable.
I see. So, what kind of benefits have you experienced since implementing ISO 27001 firewall?
We've definitely seen a decrease in cyber attacks and data breaches, which has saved us a lot of time and money. Plus, it gives our customers more confidence in our security practices.
That's really good to know. Do you think it's something that all companies should implement?
Absolutely. Cybersecurity is becoming more important than ever, and ISO 27001 firewall is a great way to stay ahead of the game.
Well, I'll definitely have to look into it more. Thanks for the info, A.
Of course, anytime. It's always important to stay up to date on the latest security measures. Good morning, B. I am excited to be opening this new coffee shop with you in Lucerne.
Yes, me too. I can't wait to see what kind of customers we will get here.
Well, I think we should focus on providing excellent coffee and a cozy environment. What do you think?
I agree. We should also offer some tasty pastries to go with the coffee. What kind of drinks do you want to include on the menu?
I was thinking of some classic espresso drinks like cappuccinos and lattes, but also some unique blends that we can create ourselves.
That sounds great. We can also have a selection of teas and hot chocolate for those who prefer non-coffee drinks.
Speaking of non-coffee drinks, do you think we should offer any smoothies or juices?
I think that's a great idea, especially for our health-conscious customers. We can also include some light sandwiches and salads for those who want a bite to eat.
Perfect. And let's not forget about our decor. We should aim for a warm, rustic feel with wooden tables and comfy chairs.
I completely agree. And we can put some plants around to add some natural elements.
It's settled then. I think we have all the ingredients to create a unique and inviting coffee shop in Lucerne.
Yes, and with your expert coffee making skills and my business experience, we're sure to have a winning combination.
Absolutely. Let's get to work on making this vision a reality.
Agreed. I can't wait to see the final result and start serving some delicious coffee to the people of Lucerne.
Hey B, have you ever tried bento boxes before?
Yes, of course. I love it. Why do you ask?
I've been meaning to try it out for the longest time. What do you usually get in your bento box?
Well, there are a lot of options, but my usual go-to is the teriyaki chicken with sushi rolls on the side. How about you?
I'm still a newbie. I usually just get the chicken carriage and some soba noodles.
Oh, that's a good combo too. Have you tried the takoyaki?
No, but I've heard it's really good. Is it?
Definitely. But be careful, it's super hot on the inside. I learned that the hard way.
Haha, duly noted. So, what do you think makes bento boxes different from other types of meals?
I think it's the variety. You get a little bit of everything in one container of protein, carbs, veggies, and sometimes even dessert. Plus, it's visually appealing.
That's true. I have seen some pretty impressive-looking bento boxes on Instagram. Do you think it's better to make your own bento or to buy it from a restaurant?
Personally, I like buying it from a restaurant because it saves me time and all the ingredients are already prepped. But making your own bento can be fun too, especially if you like cooking.
I see. Maybe I'll give homemade bento boxes a try one of these days. Thanks for the recommendation, B.
No problem, hey. Let me know how it turns out. And in the meantime, let's plan a bento lunch date soon.
Hey, have you ever taken any professional exams before?
Yeah, I've taken a few. Why do you ask?
I was just wondering how difficult they are. Do you think it's hard to pass?
It really depends on the exam. Some are easier than others.
That's interesting. I'm considering taking the TOEIC Gold exam. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I have. It's known for being especially challenging.
Oh no, that doesn't sound good. How do you think I should prepare for it?
I would suggest getting some study materials and practicing. Maybe try taking a few practice tests.
That's a good idea. I've heard that the listening section is particularly tough.
Definitely. But if you have good listening skills in general, that should help.
I'm worried about the grammar section too. English grammar can be so confusing.
It can be, but again, with enough practice you should be able to master it. Just make sure you know your tenses and sentence structure well.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. You know, I'm actually kind of excited to take this exam.
Really? Most people are terrified of it.
Well, I figure it's a good way to challenge myself and improve my English skills.
That's a great attitude to have. And who knows, maybe you'll even enjoy the test-taking process.
I doubt it. But I'm definitely motivated to give it my best shot.
That's all anyone can ask for. Good luck.
Thanks, I'll need it. And thanks for all of your advice. Hi, B. How's your day so far?
It's been good. I've been working on optimizing our cloud services. How about you?
I've been looking at data analysis to see how we can improve our system's performance. Maybe we can collaborate on optimizing our cloud services performance.
That sounds like a great idea. By the way, have you ever heard of the cloud dinosaur?
The cloud dinosaur? I'm not sure. What is it?
It's a server that's been running for so long that it's become a legend in the data center. Its uptime has exceeded 99.999%.
Wow, that's impressive. We should find out what kind of hardware they are using.
Yeah, but the thing that everyone forgets is that the cloud dinosaur is not just hardware. It's maintained by an elite team of sysadmins that have managed to keep it running for so long.
That's true. It's not just about having the newest technology. We need the right people to maintain our cloud services.
Absolutely. In fact, I heard that one company had a server running on a potato battery as an experiment. It may not be the fastest, but it certainly gets points for creativity.
Wow, that's pretty resourceful. We can definitely learn from that kind of out-of-the-box thinking.
Agreed. It's always worth experimenting, but we should also make sure to gather data to ensure that it's practical and sustainable.
I couldn't agree more. Speaking of data, have you looked into the latest machine learning algorithms for optimizing cloud performance?
Yes, I have, but we should also consider the ethical implications of using machine learning to make decisions that affect our users.
That's a great point. We must prioritize the privacy and security of our users at all times.
Exactly. It's essential to maintain ethical standards in technology, especially when it comes to sensitive data.
I completely agree. Collaboration and ethical practices are key to optimizing our cloud services performance. Hey there, B. How's it going?
Hi, A. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. So, what's on today's agenda?
Well, we need to figure out how to build a secure database system for storing medical records.
That's an important task. Do we have any particular regulations we need to follow?
Yes, we need to comply with HIPAA regulations and ensure that patient data is kept confidential.
Got it. We also need to ensure that the database is scalable and can handle a large amount of data.
Exactly. We should also consider implementing encryption and other security measures to prevent unauthorized access.
Definitely. And we need to make sure that the system backups are stored off-site to prevent data loss in the event of a disaster.
Agreed. It's also important that we work closely with the medical professionals who will be using the database to ensure that it meets their needs.
Right. We should be able to provide them with easy-to-use interfaces and robust search capabilities.
And we should make sure that the system integrates with other software platforms used by the company.
Yes, we should consider using APIs or developing our own middleware layer to integrate with other systems.
Sounds good. Do you have any suggestions for the database platform itself?
Based on our requirements, I would recommend looking at NoSQL databases like MongoDB or Couchbase.
Thanks for the suggestion. This is going to be a challenging project, but I'm looking forward to working on it with you.
Likewise, hey. It's always fun to tackle a new challenge.
Good afternoon, welcome to our small noodle shop. How can I help you today?
Hi there, I'm actually here to work on my blending skills for making milk tea. Would you be able to teach me some tips?
Of course, I'd be happy to help. But first, why don't you try our signature dish, Dan Dan noodles? It's a local favorite.
That sounds delicious. And while I try it, can you tell me what type of tea works best with milk tea?
Well, it really depends on personal taste, but I find that oolong tea or black tea works best for creating a flavorful base.
Interesting. And what about the milk? Should I use whole, skimmed, or some other type?
I would suggest using whole milk, as it gives the tea a creamier texture. But if you want a healthier option, you could use almond or soy milk.
Great, thanks for the advice. By the way, how long have you been making noodles for?
I've been a noodle chef for over 20 years now. It's a tradition that runs in my family, and I take pride in carrying it on.
Wow, that's impressive. I wish I had that kind of passion for something.
It's all about finding what you love to do and enjoying the process. It makes the end result even more satisfying.
Speaking of results, I think I've got the hang of this milk tea blending now. Want to try the one I just made?
I would love to. This is really good. Your skills are coming along nicely.
Yay, I'm so glad you like it. It's been great talking to you, A. I've learned so much.
It was my pleasure, B. Come back anytime, and I'll teach you how to make some authentic Shanghai-style noodle dishes. Wow, this place is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to start filming and taking pictures.
Yes, it's one of the most popular tourist spots in Kyoto. The view of the temple and the city from here is simply stunning.
I'm definitely going to write about this on my blog. Do you have any tips for me?
Well, one thing to remember is that this temple is considered a sacred site, so it's important to be respectful. Also, try to avoid going during peak hours to avoid the crowds.
Thanks for the advice. Speaking of crowds, have you ever seen the water fountain here?
Yes, I have. It's a popular attraction where people drink the water for good luck. It's said to have healing properties.
Whoa, that's fascinating. I'm definitely going to include that in my blog post.
Sounds like a great idea. Also, don't forget to try some of the local snacks and souvenirs at the nearby shops.
Definitely. I've already spotted some delicious-looking mochi.
Oh, you have a good eye. Mochi is a traditional Japanese sweet, often served with tea.
Yum, that sounds amazing. Thanks for showing me around, and for all the tips. I'm really looking forward to sharing my experience with my followers.
You're welcome, and I'm sure they'll love it. Kyoto is a beautiful city with so much to offer.
Hi there, I heard that you're the DevOps engineer here. Nice to meet you, I'm a software engineer.
Hey, nice to meet you too. So, what brings you to discuss medical device software development with me?
Well, we're thinking of making some upgrades to our existing software, and I was wondering if you had any input on how we can make it more efficient.
Sure, I'd be happy to help. What kinds of devices are we talking about here?
We specialize in developing software for medical pumps and ventilators.
Ah, those sound like some pretty serious devices. Accuracy and reliability are going to be super important.
Absolutely. We can't have any room for error, especially when it comes to medical equipment.
Have you considered automated testing procedures to ensure everything runs smoothly?
Yes, we already have a few in place, but we're always looking for ways to improve.
Have you thought about implementing continuous integration and continuous deployment processes as well?
That's an interesting idea. I'll discuss it with our team and see if it would be feasible.
Great. Oh, speaking of feasibility, have you heard the one about the software engineer who finds a genie in a bottle?
No, what's the punchline?
The genie offers to grant him 3 wishes, but he asks for continuous integration, automated testing, and continuous deployment. The genie is baffled, but the engineer is ecstatic.
Huh. I like that one.
Anyway, let's get back to business. How about incorporating some device simulation testing to ensure the software can handle all kinds of real-life situations?
That's a great idea. It can be tough to simulate all possible scenarios, but using this approach could help us identify any potential issues.
Exactly. Ultimately, our goal is to provide the best possible experience for the medical professionals and patients using these devices.
Agreed. We need to make sure we're doing everything we can to keep them safe and healthy.
Well, it was great chatting with you about software development processes for medical devices. Let's stay in touch and continue to bounce ideas off each other in the future.
Absolutely. Thanks for your help and insight. Good morning, it's so nice to finally meet you.
Yes, it's lovely to meet you too. I'm excited to see what unique desserts you have to offer.
Absolutely. Our specialty is the lavender macarons. They're a local favorite.
That sounds delightful. I have some lavender-infused honey that would pair perfectly with them.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. We could feature it as a special combo.
Yes, and perhaps we could do a promotion where customers can get a free sample of your macarons with the purchase of my honey.
I love it. Partnerships like this really make market events more fun.
Speaking of fun, have you had a chance to try any of my fruit-infused jams?
Actually, I haven't had the pleasure yet.
Well, you must try the blackberry lemon. It's a personal favorite of mine.
I'm intrigued. Maybe we can do a tasting later.
Absolutely. I'll bring some over to your booth. And I'll even trade you for a lavender macaron.
Deal. This is why I love market events. It's all about sharing the love of food.
Exactly. And it's great to support and collaborate with other local businesses.
It's nice to have you as a neighbor here at the market. Let's make sure to keep in touch and plan more events together.
Agreed. Let's keep the creativity and deliciousness flowing.
Indeed. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.
You too. Best of luck with the macarons.
Hey B, do you know anything about software engineering and IT management?
Sure, what can I help you with?
I'm working on a project for a retail company, and they want us to design an application that integrates online and offline retail. Do you think it's doable?
Definitely. It's been a trend in the industry lately. The key is to create a seamless experience for customers across all platforms.
That sounds reasonable. How do we go about it?
We can start by finding what the customer needs are and how we can meet them. For example, can we create an app that enables them to buy online and pick up in-store?
That's a great idea. And maybe we can also add features like personalized recommendations and a loyalty program to incentivize them to keep using the app.
Yes, and we can also use data analytics to track their shopping behavior so we can improve the app over time. But we also need to make sure that the app is secure and user-friendly.
Definitely, we don't want to compromise their data or frustrate them with clunky interfaces.
Exactly, and we need to work closely with the retail company to make sure that we align with their branding and business operations.
Sounds like a lot of work, but also very exciting.
Yes, it's an exciting challenge, but it can also be fun. And imagine how rewarding it would be to see people using our app in stores and online.
Yeah, let's do our best and make it happen.
Agreed, let's get to work and have some fun while we're at it.
Hey, have you heard about that data scientist and business analyst working together to optimize the inventory management system for a retail company?
Yeah, they better have some magic up their sleeves because I've seen some crazy inventory management horror stories.
I know, right? But I'm sure they'll do great. The data scientist can crunch numbers like nobody's business, and the business analyst can bring some order to the chaos.
Plus, the retail company can finally get rid of those pesky stockouts that frustrate customers.
Absolutely. And with a proper inventory management system, they can make sure they don't overstock on unpopular products, freeing up valuable shelf space and reducing costs.
And let's not forget that with better forecasting, they can optimize their supply chain to minimize waste and save the company even more money.
It's amazing what the power of data can do.
It definitely is. But let's also not forget the human touch. Good customer service goes a long way in keeping customers happy.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's a balance of data and empathy.
Now that's some inventory management advice worth stocking up on.
Good morning, B. How's the driving going today?
Oh, it's going great. Just finished delivering some pigs to the butcher.
That's great to hear. Thanks for helping us with the transport. So, what's on the agenda for today?
I have a few deliveries scheduled, but I heard you had some new cattle in the farm. Any of them ready for transport?
Yes, actually. We have a few healthy cows that are ready to be shipped out to the market. Can you help us with that?
Of course. When do you need them delivered?
How about tomorrow morning? That will give us enough time to load them and get them settled before shipping.
Sounds good. I'll be here at 7 a.m. sharp.
Great. And while you're here, why don't I give you a tour of the farm? We have some new lambs that just arrived.
That sounds really interesting. I've never seen a lamb up close before. Let's go.
Sure thing. Follow me. They walk around the farm talking about the animals.
Wow, these chickens are really friendly. Petting a chicken.
Yes, we take care of them well. They are an essential part of our ecosystem. Chuckles.
Speaking of the ecosystem, I heard you guys are going green. What's that all about?
We're trying to reduce our environmental footprint. We're going to start using solar power to run the farm.
That's incredible. You guys really care about the animals and the environment.
We do our best. It's important to take care of what we have. Now let's go see the cows.
I can't wait to see them. They walk to the cow pen.
Look how healthy these cows are. They are going to make for some tasty steaks.
Definitely. I can't wait to deliver them to the market. Thanks for letting me visit the farm.
Anytime. It was great having you here. Have a safe trip and see you tomorrow. They shake hands. Hello, welcome to our hotel in Osaka. How can I help you today?
Hi there. We're here for a 3-night stay and we were hoping to get some recommendations for local restaurants.
Of course. There are plenty of great options nearby. What type of food are you in the mood for?
We're pretty open to anything, but we love sushi and ramen.
Well then, you're in luck. I highly recommend checking out Matsuba or Akiran for some amazing ramen. And for sushi, you can't go wrong with Sashizanmai or Endo Sushi.
Those all sound fantastic. Thank you so much for the recommendations.
It's my pleasure. Is there anything else I can help you with during your stay?
Actually, do you have any information on local tours or activities we can do?
Yes, we have a variety of options available. There's a great walking tour of the city, a river cruise, and even a sake tasting tour.
Wow, we'll definitely have to check some of those out. Thanks for all your help.
No problem at all. Let us know if you need anything else. Enjoy your stay. Hi there. Have you seen the latest market data?
Hello. No, not yet. What does the data say?
It looks like our sales are up by 10% compared to last year.
That's great news. We must be doing something right.
Absolutely. We've been focusing on our customer service and advertising more effectively.
Speaking of advertising, have you seen the new billboard we put up?
Yes, it looks really eye-catching. Did it attract more customers?
Definitely. Our foot traffic has increased since it went up.
That's great to hear. Do you think we should invest more in outdoor advertising?
It's a possibility. But let's also analyze data from our social media campaigns and email marketing efforts.
Good point. Our email open rates have been pretty high lately.
Maybe we can leverage that by sending more targeted promotional offers to our customers.
Sounds like a solid plan. Let's put it into action and track the results.
Agreed. We'll review the data again in a few weeks and see if we need to adjust anything.
Perfect. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes, and with our combined skills in data analysis and marketing strategy, we're sure to succeed.
Hey B. Have you heard about ISO 27001 encryption?
Nope. I'm afraid I'm not that tech savvy. Hey, what is it about?
It's alright, basically, it's a set of rules that organizations can use to protect their information from cyber attacks by encrypting data.
Oh, I see. Is it something we can apply for our organization?
Absolutely. It's not only for big businesses. Even small companies can use it. Plus, it'll give us an extra layer of security.
That sounds fantastic. But what does ISO stand for?
It stands for International Organization for Standardization. It's the same organization that determines the standards for measuring the size of your shoes, your paper, and even your camera's film sensitivity.
Whoa. They're like the gods of standardization, huh?
Yes, and they're not exclusive to tech stuff. By the way, did you know that ISO 27001 entails more than just encrypting data?
Really? What else does it have?
It also requires us to have an established approach to risk management and continuous improvement. In other words, it's a never-ending process.
Sounds like a lot of work. But, hey, better safe than sorry, right?
Exactly. And once we've got the system running, we'll be able to sleep soundly, knowing that our important data is secure.
I couldn't agree more. Hey, let's do it.
Hey B, have you ever tried grilled fish before?
Grilled fish? I don't think so. What is it?
It is a type of fish that is cooked by grilling or barbecuing, and it is usually marinated in various spices.
That sounds delicious. Have you tried it before?
Yes, I have. It's one of my favorite dishes. I love how the smoky flavor complements the taste of the fish.
Which type of fish is usually used for grilled fish?
Well, you can use any type of fish, but some of the most popular choices are salmon, mahi-mahi, and tilapia.
I think I'll try it with salmon. Can you recommend any good restaurants that serve grilled fish?
Sure. There's a great seafood restaurant down the street that serves amazing grilled fish. You should definitely check it out sometime.
Sounds like a plan. Do you have any tips for grilling the perfect grilled fish?
Sure. Make sure to marinate the fish for at least an hour to infuse it with flavor. Also, don't overcook it. You want the fish to be moist and tender, not dry and chewy.
Thanks for the tip. I can't wait to try it out.
No problem. Let me know how it turns out. Maybe we can even have a grilled fish cook-off sometime.
I'm up for the challenge. Let's do it.
Awesome. It's settled then. The next time we meet, we'll have a grilled fish cook-off.
I can't wait. Thanks for introducing me to this delicious dish, A. You're the best.
Anytime, B. I'm always happy to share my love of food with others. Hey, have you heard of the ISO 27001 security architecture?
Yeah, I have. It's basically a set of guidelines for creating a secure system, right?
That's right. And it's becoming more and more important these days with all the cyber threats out there.
Absolutely. So, have you ever implemented it before?
Yeah, at my previous job, we followed the framework and it worked really well.
That's great to hear. I'm thinking of implementing it in my company too. Do you have any tips for me?
Sure. Start by identifying the assets you want to protect, and then conduct a risk assessment.
Okay, got it. And what about the actual architecture design?
That's where you'll need to bring in your IT team to actually build out the system according to the guidelines.
Makes sense. But how do you ensure that it stays secure over time?
That's where continuous monitoring and improvement comes in. You need to constantly review and update your security measures as the technology and threats evolve.
I see. So it's an ongoing process.
Exactly. And it's better to get started sooner rather than later, so you can avoid any potential breaches.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to have to deal with that. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry. Hi there. How can I assist you today?
Hi. I am planning a trip to San Francisco, and I am hoping to get some guidance on what to do.
Of course. What kind of activities are you interested in?
I want to see the Golden Gate Bridge, ride a cable car, and maybe visit Alcatraz.
Great choices. We can definitely help you with that. Have you thought about a city tour or a bike rental to explore more?
No, I hadn't considered those options. Could you give me some more information?
Sure. A city tour would take you to all the main attractions and give you a good overview of the city. And renting a bike would allow you to go at your own pace and see the sights up close.
Both sound fun. How long would each option take?
A city tour usually lasts about 3 hours, and a bike rental can be for a half day or full day.
Okay, thanks for the info. I think I'll do the city tour on day 1 and rent a bike on day 2.
Sounds like a plan. We can also provide recommendations for restaurants and other activities if you're interested.
Yes, please. I want to try some local food and maybe catch a baseball game.
There are a lot of great restaurants in the city, depending on what kind of food you're in the mood for. And as for baseball, the Giants usually have games at their stadium during the summer.
Perfect, thanks for your help. I feel much more confident about my trip now.
You're welcome. If you have any other questions or concerns, don't hesitate to ask us. Have a great trip. Hey B, have you heard about the government trying to establish a reliable electronic voting system?
Yeah, I have. They're probably tired of counting millions of paper ballots by hand.
Absolutely. It's about time we embrace the wonders of technology.
But do you think it's possible to create a foolproof system that can't be tampered with?
That's a tough question. We'll need a team of experienced network engineers and system administrators for that.
Absolutely. We need to make sure that the system can handle a large volume of traffic during peak hours.
And don't forget about the security measures. We can't have any false registrations or voter fraud.
That's true. The system has to be robust enough to handle cyber attacks and hackers.
Well, we definitely have our work cut out for us. But it's going to be an exciting challenge.
Agreed. Let's get started on brainstorming some ideas and solutions. Who knows, we might just create the future of voting technology.
I like your spirit, B. Let's do this. Hi, B. It's great to see you here.
Hi, A. Same here. So, what brings you here today?
Well, I'm here to discuss the design of an e-commerce website. As a front-end developer, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what would make the website easy to use.
Sure thing, A. Well, as a UI designer, I always focus on making it easy for users to navigate through the website, with clear call-to-action buttons and an easy-to-use checkout system.
That sounds great, B. But what about the visual appeal of the website? Wouldn't that be important too?
Absolutely, A. I always try to create interfaces that are visually pleasing, yet not too heavy on the eyes. Also, I think it's important for the website to be consistent in terms of colors and font sizes.
Makes sense, B. But what about mobile responsiveness? Do you think that's important?
Definitely, A. With mobile devices being a primary way of accessing the internet these days, it's crucial for the website to be mobile-friendly, otherwise, users might turn away if they find it difficult to navigate through the website.
I see your point, B. But what about the content? Shouldn't that be important too?
Yes, A. The content should be informative, clear, concise, and easy to understand. Plus, with search engine optimization, the content should be optimized with the right keywords to show up in searches.
I agree, B. So, what kind of design elements do you think could help improve user engagement?
Well, A. Design elements like animations, graphics, illustrations, and videos can help create a more dynamic and engaging website. But, it's important not to overuse them, as that could slow down the website's loading time.
Got it, B. But, what about usability testing? Do you think that can be helpful in improving the website's design?
Absolutely, A. Usability testing is crucial for identifying any issues or bugs that might make the website difficult to use. It allows us to identify any pain points so that we can make the necessary adjustments.
That's a great point, B. Speaking of adjustments, what kind of tools do you use to design user interfaces?
Well, A. I'm a big fan of using Sketch and Adobe XD, as they offer a lot of features and functionalities that help me create high-fidelity designs.
Ah, I see, B. Do you have any tips for optimizing graphics or images for web use?
Sure, A. The graphics or images should be compressed and optimized using image editing tools such as Photoshop or online tools like TinyPNG to minimize their file size without compromising on quality.
Thanks for sharing that, B. Finally, what about the website's loading speed? How do you ensure that it loads quickly?
Well, A. One way is to optimize the website's images and graphics, as I mentioned earlier. Also, we can use web optimization tools like gzip and caching options to help improve loading time.
Great tips, B. Thanks for discussing this with me. I feel like I've learned so much from you.
No problem, A. It was great discussing this with you too. I'm sure we can create a fantastic and user-friendly e-commerce website if we collaborate effectively.
Hey there, how's it going?
All good, thanks. So, what brings you here?
I wanted to talk to you about the performance of our database.
All right, what do you have in mind?
Well, I've been noticing some lag on the website and I think it might be related to the database.
Interesting. Have you identified any specific issues?
Yeah, I think there's some unnecessary data cluttering up the database, which is slowing down query execution time.
Got it. There are a couple of ways we can tackle this. We can either do some manual cleanup or use a tool to automate the process.
I prefer the latter. What tools do we have available?
We have a few options, but I would recommend trying out a query optimization tool first. It can help identify redundant data and optimize queries for better performance.
Sounds good. What about indexing?
Yes, we can definitely optimize indexing for faster data retrieval. Are you familiar with index types?
Yeah, I know about primary, secondary, clustered, and unclustered indexes.
Excellent. We can restructure the indexing strategy to suit the website's queries and reduce storage overhead.
Right. But what about the data size? Does it need to be reduced?
Yes, definitely. Data size can have a huge impact on query execution time. We can remove obsolete data and archives, and perhaps consider using data compression techniques to reduce storage space.
Makes sense. What about the database schema?
We can review the schema to ensure it is normalized for efficient data management and implement best practices for data storage.
That sounds promising. What do you think about partitioning?
Good idea. Partitioning can divide large tables into smaller ones for faster processing.
Great. Are there any risks we should be aware of while optimizing the database structure and performance?
There's always a risk of data loss or corruption, so we should test the new changes thoroughly and have backup and recovery procedures in place.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the insights, B. I think we have a solid plan to optimize our database performance.
Anytime, hey. Let's get started on implementing these changes as soon as possible.
Hey there, B. How's it going?
Not bad, thanks for asking. How about you?
Can't complain. So, you're a data analyst. Do you ever get sick of staring at spreadsheets all day?
Haha, I do spend a lot of time with Excel, but I actually find it pretty interesting. What about you as a marketing expert? Do you ever get tired of finding new ways to advertise products?
Sometimes, but it keeps me on my toes. Speaking of advertising, have you ever tried targeted ads based on user data?
Definitely. Targeting specific demographics can greatly improve the effectiveness of an ad campaign.
Agreed. But how do you analyze the success of a campaign? Do you rely solely on numbers, or do you factor in other metrics?
It's important to take external factors into consideration, such as changes in the market or seasonality. But at the end of the day, numbers don't lie.
Right. Do you think there's such a thing as too much data?
Absolutely. It's not about quantity, but rather the quality of the data. Raw numbers are meaningless without proper analysis.
Good point. Have you ever come across a unique or quirky piece of data?
Actually, yes. Once, I found that more people in a certain demographic like to shop on Tuesdays rather than the weekends.
Haha, that's interesting. Do you ever use humor or creativity in your data presentations?
Of course. Data doesn't have to be boring. A dash of personality can go a long way in keeping an audience engaged.
I couldn't agree more. Okay, I think it's time for a refill. How about another cup of coffee?
Sounds good to me.
Hey, have you tried that new salad place down the street?
No, I haven't. Is it any good?
Yeah, it's amazing. I had their kale salad, so fresh and tasty.
I'm not a big fan of kale, but I do love me some Caesar salad.
Oh, their Caesar salad is great too. They put the perfect amount of dressing on it.
I hate when restaurants drown their salads in dressing. It's like, hey, where did my lettuce go?
Haha, exactly. This place gets it right though.
Do they have any other interesting salads on the menu?
Yeah, they have a quinoa and roasted veggie salad that's really good. And a Greek salad with feta cheese and olives.
Ooh, I love feta cheese. That sounds delicious.
You should definitely check it out. Plus, it's a healthy option if you're trying to watch your calorie intake.
That's true. I can still indulge without feeling guilty.
Exactly. And with the weather warming up, a nice refreshing salad is the way to go.
Agreed. Why eat heavy, greasy food when you can have a light and colorful salad?
Amen to that. Let's make a plan to go there for lunch this week.
Sounds like a plan to me. I can't wait to try it out.
Hi there, B. I'm excited to work with you on this project.
Hey. Me too. So, let's get started. What's the goal of this social media app?
The goal is to make it easy for users to connect with their friends and share content.
Okay, got it. How about the color theme? Do we want to go with something vibrant or more muted?
I was thinking of going with a bright color scheme to give the app a fun and lively feel.
Great idea. And how about the font and layout? Do we want to keep it simple or add some flair?
I think we should keep the layout clean and simple for a smooth user experience. But we could throw in a few surprises here and there to keep users engaged.
Sounds good to me. And what about navigation? Should we have a bottom bar or a side menu?
I was leaning towards a bottom bar for easy access to the main features of the app. But we could also add a side menu for extra options.
Let's consider our target audience and see what would be most user-friendly for them. Speaking of which, do we know who our target audience is?
Yes, we're targeting young adults, ages 18 to 35, who are active on social media and enjoy sharing content with their friends.
All right, we should keep that in mind when designing the app. How about incorporating some gamification elements to increase user engagement?
That's a fantastic idea. We can add badges or rewards for users who share frequently or connect with a certain number of friends.
Exactly. And let's make sure the app is compatible with both iOS and Android devices, with no glitches or technical difficulties.
Agreed. We want to provide a seamless experience for all users, regardless of their device.
All right, I think we've covered the key design elements. Is there anything else we should consider?
Yes, we should keep the app accessible for users with disabilities. We can add features like voice commands or larger font sizes for those who need them.
Absolutely. We want to create an inclusive app that everyone can enjoy. I'm excited to see how this project turns out.
Me too, B. This is going to be a fun and challenging project, but I have no doubt we can create an amazing social media app together. Hi B. How's it going? Are you ready for the financial report we're going to run through today?
Hey, I'm doing all right. And yes, I did my homework on this one. I don't want a failing grade on my finances, haha.
Good to hear that, B. But don't worry too much, I'm an expert here. Let's start by going through your expenses. You spent quite a bit on coffee and snacks, didn't you?
Yeah, well, caffeine and sugar keep me going through the day. But I think I'll have to cut down now that I see the numbers.
Haha, I hear you. But don't worry, we'll find a way for you to still get your fix while keeping your finances in line. Now, let's talk about your income. How's your business been doing?
It's been good, thanks for asking. I've been getting more clients lately, so that's definitely a plus.
That's great news. Looks like we're on the right track. All right, let's go through some other areas. How's your tax situation?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I think I need your help on that.
That's what I'm here for. We'll work on it together. All right, we're almost done. Any questions so far?
Nope, you've been really helpful. Thanks again for guiding me through this.
You're welcome, B. It's my job to make sure my clients are on top of their finances. Remember, we're a team here. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. Good morning, B. How's the fishing going today?
Not bad, Captain. We've caught a decent amount so far.
Well, that's great to hear. Speaking of fishing, have you noticed any changes in the fishing industry lately?
Yeah, actually. It seems like there are a lot of new regulations and restrictions on how much we can catch.
Yes, that's correct. It's all due to the challenges we face in managing our oceans and the finite resources they provide.
I can imagine it's not an easy job for you, Captain.
Definitely not. It's a constant battle to balance the needs of the fishermen with the conservation of the environment.
I can understand that. It's important to protect the ocean for future generations.
Exactly. The ocean is a precious resource, and we need to do everything we can to manage it sustainably.
I agree. But how do we find that balance?
It's not an easy task, but we need to keep working together, gathering data, and implementing policies that work for everyone involved.
That makes sense. It's important for everyone to do their part in preserving the ocean's resources.
Absolutely. And it's good to know that as a fisherman, you also recognize the importance of sustainable fishing practices.
Of course, Captain. We want to keep fishing for years to come.
Well said. Let's hope that we can continue to find ways to protect our oceans and ensure a thriving fishing industry for generations to come.
Agreed, Captain. Thanks for the discussion. It's always good to talk about these important issues.
Hi B, how are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks. So, let's talk about the design project. What are your thoughts on the current proposal?
I really like the overall concept, but I'm wondering if we could incorporate a bit more color into the design.
That's a great suggestion. I was actually thinking along the same lines. Perhaps we could add some pops of color in the typography and images.
Yes, that sounds perfect. And what about the layout? Are there any changes you think we should make?
I think the layout is working well, but I'll experiment with a few different options, just to make sure we're making the best use of the available space.
Sounds good. Oh, by the way, did you hear about that new taco place that just opened up down the street?
No, I haven't. Are the tacos any good?
They're amazing. We should definitely grab lunch there sometime this week.
I'm definitely up for that. Maybe we could even brainstorm some new ideas for the project while we're there.
Laughs, that sounds like a plan.
Hi there. I'm A, the dancer. Nice to meet you.
Hi A, I'm B, the choreographer. Great to meet you too.
I was told you have some cool moves for me to learn. What's the plan?
Yes, I do have some ideas. But before that, how about we warm up first?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, let's start with some stretches. We don't want you pulling a muscle during our rehearsal.
Definitely not. I had to sit out for a week because of that last time.
Laughs, don't worry, I got you covered. Now, let's begin with some basic steps.
Got it. Can we speed it up a little?
Smiling, you sure are eager. Just keep up with the beat and I'll add more flares to it.
This is exciting. I feel like I'm in a music video.
That's what I want to hear. Dancing is all about expressing yourself and having fun. Let's crank up the volume and feel the rhythm.
Nods, yeah. Let's go for it.
Laughs, I like your enthusiasm. Just remember to breathe and don't forget the steps.
Will do. So, what's next after this?
Well, I have an idea for a piece that involves some street dance, some jazz, and a touch of contemporary. How does that sound?
Wow. I'm in. Can't wait to see how it turns out.
Great. Let's get started then. Get ready to unleash your inner Beyoncé.
Laughs, you got it, let's do this.
That's the spirit. All right, let's get to work.
Hi there. Welcome to our store. How can I assist you today?
Hi, thank you. I'm just browsing at the moment. Do you have anything interesting on sale?
Yes, we actually have a buy one, get one free deal on our sunglasses. Perfect for the upcoming summer season.
That's great. I'm definitely in need of some new shades. Can you help me choose between the different styles?
Of course. What style are you looking for? We have aviator, wayfarer, round, and many more.
Maybe something classic and versatile like the aviator style.
Great choice. These gold-rimmed aviators are one of our best sellers. They look great on everyone.
They do look amazing. I think I'll take a pair. How much are they?
They are originally $60, but with our BOGO deal, you'll get another pair for free. So it'll be $60 for two.
That's a steal. I'll definitely take advantage of that. Can I also get them in a protective case?
Sure, we have a variety of cases. Do you want a hard case or a soft one?
I think a hard case would be better.
Got it. Here you go. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's it for me. Thank you so much for your help. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Enjoy your new sunglasses and let us know if you need anything else. Have a great day. Hello there, welcome to the iconic Statue of Liberty. My name is Tom and I'll be your guide today. Are you excited to take some amazing photos in front of this beautiful monument?
Hi, Tom. Yes, I'm beyond excited. This is my first time in New York City and visiting the Statue of Liberty has always been on my bucket list.
Well, you're in for a treat. This is a great spot for taking photos. Do you want me to take a picture of you or would you like a selfie?
Could you please take our photo? We want to capture the whole statue in the background.
Sure, no problem. Let me just get my camera ready. And here we go. Smile, say cheese, and there you have it.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. This statue has an interesting history. Did you know it was a gift from France to the United States and was built to celebrate the centennial of American independence?
I didn't know that, but I didn't realize how big it actually is. It's breathtaking.
Yes, it stands at a height of 93 meters and weighs around 225 tons. It's impressive, right?
Absolutely. How long did it take to build?
Construction began in 1875 and was completed in 1886. It took about 11 years to finish.
Wow, that's really cool. Thank you so much for the tidbits of information. You're a great tour guide.
I'm always happy to share knowledge about this amazing monument. Are there any other spots you'd like to visit here on Liberty Island?
Yes, definitely. Let's explore more and see what else this place has to offer.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get going and explore more of this beautiful place. Hey B, let's talk about how we can make sure our dynamic web page has good performance.
Absolutely, hey. One thing we can do is optimize the images on the site to reduce page load time.
That's a great idea. We should also make sure to minify our scripts and style sheets to reduce file size.
And we should make use of browser caching to avoid requesting the same resources over and over again.
Right, and what about lazy loading our images and videos to speed up initial page load times?
Yes, and we could also consider using a content delivery network to serve our assets from servers closer to our users.
Good call. And we need to make sure our code is efficient and runs smoothly to avoid resource-intensive processes and server overload.
For sure. We could also consider using a tool like Google's PageSpeed Insights to analyze and optimize our site.
Great, let's keep all of these things in mind as we design our dynamic web page. With proper performance optimization, our users will have a great experience.
Yes, and they'll be more likely to return to our site in the future. Thanks for bringing up this important topic, A.
Hi there, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling a bit stressed out, to be honest. I have so much going on in my life right now.
That's understandable. Would you like to talk about what's been causing your stress?
Yeah, I have a lot going on with school and extracurricular activities, plus some personal issues too.
It sounds like you have a lot on your plate. Have you tried any stress management techniques?
I've tried meditating and exercise, but it doesn't seem to help much.
That's okay, stress management techniques aren't one size fits all. Have you considered talking to a therapist or counselor?
I haven't, but I think it could be helpful.
Definitely. It's always good to have someone to talk to and help you work through your stressors. Would you like a referral for a therapist?
Yes, please. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Remember to prioritize your mental health and take care of yourself. Hi there, I'm excited for today's climbing session on the beach.
Hey, glad to hear that. How are you feeling about your skills?
I've been practicing a lot lately, so I feel pretty confident.
That's great. So, what's the plan for today?
I was thinking of trying out this new route I saw online. It looks challenging, but doable.
Perfect, let's warm up and then give it a go. Have you tried any new techniques lately?
Actually, I've been working on my footwork. I think it's been improving.
Footwork is crucial in climbing, good job. Let's incorporate that in our climb today.
Sounds like a plan. By the way, have you seen those cute crabs crawling around the rocks?
Yes, they are adorable. But try to focus on the climb, laughs.
Laughs. You're right, it's easy to get distracted by nature.
Absolutely, but let's make sure we stay safe and don't disturb the animals.
Of course, I respect the wildlife here. Okay, I'm ready for the warm-up exercises.
All right, let's get started. And remember, enjoy the climb and have fun.
Thanks, B. I always do when I'm climbing with you. Good morning, B. How are you feeling today?
Good morning, A. I'm feeling great, thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm good too, just a bit tired from yesterday's shoot.
Yeah, I noticed you were dozing off during the break. Coffee will be your best friend today.
Laughs, you know me too well, B. So, what's on the schedule for today?
Today, we'll be filming the scene where you jump out of the plane.
Eyes widen, oh, that sounds exciting. So, do I get to do some crazy stunts?
Of course. I wouldn't hire you if you're not willing to take risks. But don't worry, we have safety measures in place.
Nervously chuckles, that's reassuring to hear. So, what do I need to do to prepare for this scene?
Just follow the instruction of our stunt coordinator and wear the proper gear. Oh, and make sure you don't forget your parachute.
Sarcastically, yeah, that would be a disaster. Hey, speaking of disasters, did you hear about that director who accidentally set his own wig on fire during a shoot?
Laughs, yeah, I heard about that. That's why I stick to my own hair.
smirks, and your daily hair steaming routine.
Grinning, hey, don't knock it till you try it. But enough about my hair, let's get this show on the road.
Determined, I'm ready for this. Let's make some movie magic.
Smiling, that's the spirit. All right, hey. Let's get you up there in the sky.
Takes a deep breath, let's do this. Hey. Have you seen our friend at the library lately?
Yeah, I saw her there the other day. She was deep in a book.
What book was she reading?
She was reading The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides.
Oh, I heard that's a really good book. Did she like it?
Yes, she loved it. She said it was a complete page-turner which she couldn't put down until she finished it.
That sounds great. What have you been reading recently?
I just read Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. It was amazing. I loved the plot and the characters were so well developed.
I've heard of that book. Maybe I'll have to give it a read.
Definitely. It's worth adding to your reading list.
Have you read anything else by Celeste Ng?
Yes, I also read Everything I Never Told You, and it was also really good.
Thanks for the recommendation. I'll definitely have to check out both of those books.
No problem. Let me know what you think when you're done reading them.
Absolutely, I'll be sure to give you my thoughts.
Sounds good. Do you have any other books on your reading list?
I just picked up Educated by Tara Westover.
That book is incredible. It's one of my favorites. You won't be disappointed.
I can't wait to dive in. Thanks for the suggestion.
Of course, happy reading.
Same to you. Hey B, how's it going?
Hey A, I'm doing good today. How about you?
Not too bad. I was hoping you could help me out with something.
Sure thing, what do you need?
I've been noticing that our website's performance has been slowing down lately, and I think it might have to do with our database.
That's definitely a possibility. What specifically have you been noticing?
Well, it just takes longer for pages to load, and sometimes there's a delay when users try to make a purchase.
Got it. Have you already tried optimizing our queries or checking the indexing?
Yeah, I did some preliminary checks, but I could use your expertise.
All right, let me take a look. Have you noticed any patterns or trends in the data?
Not really, but I did notice that some of our queries are running multiple times when they don't need to be.
Ah, I see. In that case, we can definitely take a look at our caching strategies to see if we can reduce the number of redundant queries.
That sounds like a good idea. Can we also check if any of our tables need to be optimized?
Of course. We can take a look at the fragmentation and see if we can run a defragmentation script to improve performance.
Awesome, thanks for the help, B.
No problem. And while we're at it, we can also take a look at our database schema and see if there are any redundant or unnecessary columns.
Great idea. And speaking of unnecessary, have you seen my collection of action figures?
Laughs, sorry, we need to stay on topic here.
Laughs, my bad. So, what do you recommend we do to prevent slow queries in the future?
Well, we can definitely try to limit the amount of data being returned by specific queries and also make sure our indexes are optimized. Another thing we can do is to monitor our database's performance regularly.
Okay, I'll make sure we do that. Thanks for your help, B.
No problem, A. Always happy to lend a hand.
Good morning, where would you like to go today?
Hi, can you take me to Kings Park, please?
Sure thing. Do you live around here, or are you just visiting?
I'm just here for a few days, trying to see as much as possible. Have you lived here your whole life?
Yeah, been driving this cab for over 20 years. There's still so much of Perth I haven't seen though.
Really? What's your favorite part of the city?
I really like the beaches. Scarborough and Cotslow are my favorites. Have you been to any of them yet?
Not yet, but I've heard they're beautiful. How long does it take to get to Kings Park from here?
With no traffic, it'll take about 10 to 15 minutes. But if there's a lot of traffic, it could take up to 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. Do you have any recommendations for things to do in Kings Park?
You could check out the Botanic Garden, or take a walk along the Lottery West Federation Walkway. And if you're hungry, there's a great cafe called Fraser's.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks for your suggestions.
No problem. Just let me know if you need anything else.
Actually, do you know where I can find a good souvenir shop around here?
There's a souvenir shop called WA Wonders on Murray Street. It's a bit touristy, but they have some unique items.
Perfect, thanks for your help.
No worries, glad to help. Are you planning on doing anything else in Perth today?
Yeah, I'm heading to Fremantle later to check out the markets. Have you been there before?
Oh yeah, Fremantle's great. There are some really cool shops and restaurants down there. Make sure you try some fish and chips from Cicerello's.
Will do. Thanks again for all your recommendations.
No problem, have a great day. Hey there. So you're a system administrator, right?
Yeah, that's me. And you're the network engineer?
You got it. I was thinking we could chat about building a reliable electronic voting system for this agency.
Sure, that sounds like a good challenge. We'll just need to make sure it's secure and can handle all the traffic.
Definitely. Encryption will be key, and we'll also need some sort of fail-safe for if the system goes down.
Right, we should have some backup servers ready to go. Plus, we'll need to do some load testing to see how much traffic we can handle.
Agreed. And what about user authentication? We'll need to make sure only authorized users can access the system.
Definitely. We could use two-factor authentication, like a password and a fingerprint scan.
That's a smart idea. And what about the actual voting system? Should we use blockchain or something else?
I'm thinking a hybrid system might be best. We can use blockchain for the actual voting and then old-fashioned databases for user and authentication data.
That could work. And we'll have to make sure the voter data is kept confidential, too.
Right. Maybe we'll need a separate secured database just for user data.
And how can we make sure the voters trust the system? We don't want any doubts or conspiracy theories.
Good point. We could do some public testing and invite independent security auditors to review the system before the vote.
I like that idea. And we should also have some sort of public monitoring available during the vote, so people can see what's happening.
Maybe we could have a live stream of the vote count as it's happening. That would be cool, and it would help build trust in the system.
Nice. But we also need to think about accessibility for all voters. It needs to be easy to use for everyone, even those with disabilities or who are visually impaired.
Totally agree. We could have an option for voice commands and also make sure the text is easy to read with high contrast.
Awesome. So we've got a lot of work to do, but I'm feeling confident we can build a reliable, secure, and accessible electronic voting system for this agency.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun challenge. Let's get started.
Hi there. I'm a software engineer here at the Smart City Company. What do you do here?
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm an AI engineer. We specialize in using AI technology to improve city governance.
That sounds so exciting. What are some of the projects you've worked on?
Well, we recently created an AI-powered traffic management system that's reduced traffic congestion by 30%.
That's impressive. How did you accomplish that?
We used machine learning algorithms to analyze traffic patterns and optimize traffic signals in real time. It's been a game changer for the city.
It certainly sounds like it. So, what does the future look like for AI in the realm of city governance?
I think there's endless potential for AI to improve city life. Things like waste management, public transportation, and even public safety could all benefit from AI technology.
That's really exciting. As a software engineer, how do you see AI integrating with the software systems we create?
Well, I think AI can complement our software by providing insights and helping automate decision-making processes. It's like having an extra set of eyes and brains to help us out.
That's a great way to put it. It's really impressive to see how technology can make such a huge difference in the way we live and work.
Absolutely. And I'm thrilled to be a part of this important work. It's exciting to think about all the possibilities for the future of smart cities.
Yes, let's bring on the future. Hi there, B. Today we're going to learn a new word that I'm sure you'll find interesting. Have you heard of the word meticulous before?
No, I don't think I have. What does it mean?
Meticulous means to be very careful and precise about details. For example, if you're a meticulous person, you pay close attention to everything you do and ensure that it's done perfectly.
Oh, I see. So being meticulous is like being a perfectionist?
Yes, that's right. It's important to be meticulous in certain situations, like when you're doing some work that requires a lot of accuracy or attention to detail. Do you think you're a meticulous person, B?
I'm not really sure. But I guess it's good to be meticulous sometimes.
Definitely. Being meticulous can help you achieve excellence in your work, and can also help you become a better person overall. For example, if you're meticulous about your personal hygiene, you'll always be clean and healthy.
That's a good point. So how do you use the word meticulous in a sentence?
You could say something like, my boss is a meticulous person who always checks everything twice before approving it. Or I was so meticulous about my presentation that it took me hours to prepare.
That's helpful. Thank you for explaining that word to me, Teacher A.
You're very welcome, B. Remember to be meticulous in everything you do, and you'll achieve great things in life. Hi there, I'm the manager of this fishing port. How can I help you?
Nice to meet you. I'm a logistics specialist from a shipping company. We're looking to improve our transportation of fresh seafood from ports like yours.
That's great to hear. We take pride in our catches here. What kind of seafood are you interested in shipping?
We're interested in transporting a variety, but we're particularly interested in your tuna catches.
Our tuna is definitely some of our best catch. Do you have any concerns about the transportation process?
Well, transportation time is always a concern with perishables like seafood. How do you guys handle transportation to ensure freshness?
We use refrigerated trucks for transportation and have our own quality control team to ensure the seafood stays fresh.
That sounds excellent. Do you have a set schedule for shipping, or is it more based on demand?
It's a bit of both. We have regular shipments to certain locations, but can also accommodate for specific orders.
That's good to know. Do you work with any other shipping companies or just ours?
We work with a few different companies. We like to keep our options open to ensure the best service for our customers.
That's understandable. Well, I look forward to working with you guys and transporting some delicious tuna.
Likewise, it's always great to see our seafood enjoyed in different parts of the world. Good morning, B. Did you sleep well last night?
Yes, thank you. And you?
It was a bit difficult for me to sleep because of my new puppy. He kept barking all night.
Oh, a new addition to your family?
Yes. My kids have been begging for a puppy for months. I finally caved.
That's great. What kind of dog is it?
He's a golden retriever. Adorable, but definitely keeping me up all night.
Well, hopefully he'll adjust soon. Now, about the meeting today.
Right, let's jump into it. What updates do we have on the new project?
We were able to secure the funding we needed, and the team has already started working on the initial design.
Fantastic. And what about the marketing strategy?
We received some great feedback from our focus groups, and we're currently finalizing our plan to reach our target audience.
Excellent news. You always do a great job, B.
Thank you. A. Speaking of good news, did you hear about the new cafe that opened up down the street?
No, I haven't. Tell me more.
It's called Caffeine Fix, and they serve the best coffee I've ever had.
Sounds like we'll have to take a field trip there soon.
Definitely. Maybe we could even take the new puppy with us.
He'll probably have a caffeine rush and keep me up all night even more.
I guess we'll have to stick to decaf for him.
Agreed. Well, thanks for the update, B. Let's touch base again next week.
Sounds good, A. Have a great day.
Hi there. I heard we're in for a fun discussion about UI design.
Yes. I'm excited to get your input on how we can improve our user engagement.
Well, first things first, we need to make sure our interface is visually appealing. Have you thought about incorporating some vibrant colors?
I agree. We want to create an interface that users find captivating and easy to navigate. What do you suggest?
We could do some research on color psychology and see which hues are likely to attract users.
That's a great idea. We may also want to make sure the icons and buttons are intuitive and easy to understand.
Definitely. We want our users to feel like they can easily interact with the app without any confusion.
I was also thinking about incorporating some gamification elements, like badges or rewards, to keep users engaged.
That sounds like a lot of fun. It's always nice to have incentives when using an app.
And maybe we could even implement some personalized features, like recommended content based on their previous activity.
Perfect. That would make the app feel more tailored to each user.
Overall, we want to make sure that using our app is a delightful experience for our users.
Agreed. If we can achieve that, I think our user engagement will soar.
Great talking with you. Let's put these ideas into action.
Hey B, have you thought about how we can design a dynamic web page that also has good performance?
For sure, we should first focus on optimizing our code and minimizing the number of requests for data.
That's a good point. We could also use lazy loading for images and implement caching for frequently accessed data.
Absolutely. Another useful technique is to compress our files and use a content delivery network to reduce load times.
Sounds like you know your stuff. How do you feel about using React for building the UI?
I think that's a great idea. React has a lot of performance benefits and a large community for support.
Excellent. And what about animations and transitions? Should we use CSS or JavaScript libraries for those?
Personally, I prefer using CSS for basic animations, but for more complex ones, using a library like GreenSock could be really helpful.
That makes sense. And one last thing, how can we ensure cross-browser compatibility?
One way is to use polyfills to add missing functionality to older browsers. Another is to test our web page on multiple browsers and devices to catch any issues.
Great advice, B. Thanks for your expertise in this discussion.
No problem, A. Let's make this web page the best it can be.
Excuse me, can I ask for some additional food?
Of course, what would you like?
Can I get a sandwich or some fruit maybe?
Let me see what we have. We have chicken sandwiches and some apple slices. Is that okay?
Yes, please, that sounds perfect.
Great, coming right up. Would you like anything to drink with that?
Yes, please, I would like a can of soda.
Sure thing. Anything else I can get for you?
No, that'll be all. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your meal.
I'm sure I will, thanks.
So, where are you headed?
I'm going to New York for a short vacation. How about you?
I'm based in New York, but my next flight is to London.
That sounds exciting. What's your favorite thing about London?
Definitely the afternoon tea. It's a must-try if you ever go there.
That's a great suggestion, thank you. I'll make sure to try it out.
I'm jealous. I could go for a good cup of tea right now, too.
Haha, well, I'm sure you'll have plenty of opportunities to have tea in London.
I hope so. Enjoy your flight and your vacation in New York.
Thank you, I will. Have a safe flight to London. Hey, B. How was the workshop today?
Oh, it was great. We learned how to make Okinawan shaved ice and goe shampoo.
Wow, that sounds delicious. Did you try them?
Yes, I did. The shaved ice was so refreshing with its unique flavors, and the shampoo had a bit of bitterness in it, which was balanced by the other ingredients.
That's wonderful. Our customers will love them. Do we have all the necessary ingredients to make them in our restaurant?
Yes, we should be able to find all the ingredients. I'll make a list and we can check them out in the market tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. By the way, did you learn anything new about making cocktails?
Yes, we learned how to make the famous Okinawan cocktail, shikuwaza sour. It's made with the local citrus fruit shikuwaza, which has a tangy flavor.
That's impressive. We can add it to our menu as a signature cocktail. What else did you learn?
We also learned about the importance of presentation in making drinks. It's not just about the taste, but also how it looks.
I totally agree. Our customers eat with their eyes first, as they always say. So, did you take any photos of our workshop?
Yes, I did. I'll send them to you later.
Awesome. I can't wait to see them. Thank you for attending the workshop and bringing back all the valuable knowledge.
No problem, hey. It was a great experience learning about the local cuisine and drinks. I can't wait to showcase our new creations to our customers.
Hey B, have you tried dumplings before?
Yes, of course. I love them. How about you?
I have, and I think they're delicious. But I've only had them a few times.
Well, you're missing out on something really good.
I know, right? What's your favorite kind of dumpling?
That's a tough question. But I would say, pork and chive is definitely at the top of my list. What about you?
I think I prefer the chicken and mushroom ones. They're just so juicy and flavorful.
Oh, those are good too. Have you ever tried dipping them in soy sauce or vinegar?
No, not yet. Do you think that's good?
Absolutely. It's the perfect combination of salty and tangy that complements the savory taste of the dumplings.
That sounds amazing. I'll definitely try it next time. Where's your go-to place for dumplings?
There's this small dumpling shop near my office that makes the best dumplings I've ever tried.
Really? Can you take me there sometime?
For sure. Let's plan on it this Friday after work.
Sounds like a plan. I can't wait to try it out.
Great. It's settled then. Dumplings for Friday after work.